to the Pixel Podcast. My name is Ethan, and I'm here as always with Ricardo.
Yo!
And Parker.
Hi.
Who's not always here, but I'm saying he is. You may notice that I'm not Matt. Well, that's because I'm not. I'm Ethan. Matt is out visiting whatever he is now.
He's out in England or something.
He's out in England.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that's where he is right now.
Yeah.
Jolly
He
good.
sent me a nice snap about some sheep.
Wow, that's
He's in
really
the English
exciting stuff.
countryside, and there's sheep.
I saw your snaps of you going to Hawaii, though, Parker, and it was like really cool frogs and stuff.
Are there cool frogs?
There's one toad. That's it.
It wasn't even a frog.
And
Are
it
you
hopped
giving
in front of me.
misinformation?
It hopped in front of me while I was trying to walk in the dark, and
Did
so
it
they don't
scare you?
move when you
Yeah.
like. I could have stepped on that little son of a bitch, and he would have been like, "Whack."
Well,
It's
I'm
like,
dead.
I'm dead.
Guess it's a little heavier under pressure there. All right, so I guess we'll just go through this podcast like normal, you know? We got to hold down the
do it. Let's do it in French.
Bonjour.
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 Oh, that's it.
Je suis Ricardo.
Je suis Parker.
Escargot.
Fromage.
Ethan.
Je m'appelle.
Je
Je veux un croissant.
Je voudrais parler avec tu.
Jacques Cousteau. Baguette.
This is America. This is an American podcast.
America was founded by, what do you call them? Immigrants.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Guess what? Statue of Liberty is French.
French.
Yeah, and you know what? It sucked. It got all green. It used to be copper. If only they made it better.
But now that's iconic.
I don't know if the French created the element copper.
Well, they could use another one.
Is copper an element?
You know what never rusts? American
I
steel.
don't know. Is copper an element?
No,
Who's
I
the
don't think
dumbest
so.
guy in the room? Not me, hopefully.
Well, it's what me or you, because Ethan knew right away that copper isn't an element, or maybe he's dumb because you gotta look at periodic
Who's the
table.
biggest
Look at the periodic table
faker
right
in the
now.
world?
I'm not looking at the
And
periodic
tell
table.
us.
We do not fact check this podcast. We go and fly.
The seat of our pants.
Matt
Exactly.
does. Whenever he's not on a podcast, he has to come back and tell us.
Well,
where we
then
got
he'll
it
definitely
wrong.
come back and tell us when was wrong.
Copper is an element. No,
He's gonna listen to this podcast. He's gonna tell you. He's
care.
gonna tell you.
this is gonna be titled "A Podcast for Matt."
He shouldn't listen to this if he's on vacation in your England.
Yeah, have a good time.
Have a good time and don't worry about us.
There's gonna be some traveling. You know, he's got to be entertained. So
No.
why not have his good friends
No,
come back?
don't
Maybe
be
he's feeling.
you don't be entertained when you're traveling. You sit there and you be miserable. It's part of the experience.
Yeah.
What if he's feeling homesick? You know, he's just like, oh man, I miss those Monday nights. We could just come hang out and record podcasts and maybe play
now
some board
I'm
games
here,
at the end.
and I ain't leaving
All right.
until we're done.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll stay gone until I'm invited back again.
That sounds like a perfectly acceptable guest. I like this guy. All right, so what have you been playing, Ricardo?
The same stuff.
Same stuff.
I've been playing Street Fighter V.
That new patch came out today.
Yep, I couldn't play it.
Patchiest patch.
The patch is passed. Now the game is out, except it's kind of not because the store isn't open.
The store still isn't open.
All they
and
did basically was add challenges, the ability to fight 3 times.
Yes.
unranked.
Now, if you lose in ranked, you have an opportunity to initiate a rematch with the person you lost to, and the series becomes best 2 out of 3. But the person who won can just be like, "Nah, I don't want to fight you again," and end the match right there, and take his win and
That
run.
seems fair.
And run. Yeah, it's. Ethan demonstrated it before.
His losing.
Yep.
He demonstrated losing for
No,
you.
actually, he won against somebody, and then was like, "Oh, sure, let's do this best 2 out of 3," and then they
Just
murdered him.
murdered me
two
quickly.
straight
There was a little
matches.
kid and they got their older brother to come and kill him.
Probably.
You have
Wouldn't surprise me. No, they just learned my moves and
learned
countered it.
this.
Yeah, and then they added the battle lounge where you can have more people in
Yeah,
it,
that'll be
and
fun
the
to try out.
challenges. That's about it.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, it's just patching a little bit more to the game that wasn't in there. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've been playing that too. It's pretty good.
Yep.
It's still a good core game with a lot of crap around it that sucks. Like everything was really slow today when I was using it because the servers just came back online, and like just going into challenge mode took like a good 2 minutes because it had
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Kill me.
Seriously. I mean, and then I was like, actually, I don't want to do challenge mode, and I had to back out and just
Oh my
like,
god.
here's another 2
2 minutes of my
here you
life
go.
gone.
At
No,
that
and it's
point-
another 2 minutes you got to take all the way to load
Four
back.
At that
minutes
point, why
of
don't
your
you
life.
just be like, "I guess I'm playing challenge mode at this point."
I didn't know it would do that. That's the problem.
Oh.
But now I know. Now I know whatever I click, I'm gonna have to commit to.
2
So
minutes.
Yeah,
2 whole minutes of my
This
life.
game worth 2 minutes.
So I've been playing that, got back into a groove, still trying to break into Silver League here. So not that much of a groove. And then speaking of grooves, I played Pokken online, and
That's the Pokemon fighting game?
yes, I thought I was like Savant Man and that I had learned all the stuff because through my first 50 matches, I had 30 wins in like my first 50 matches, which is like a way higher winning percentage that when you're learning to play a fighting game than you should ever have. So I was like, I'm just good at, I guess, at
I'm the best in
Pokken.
the world.
And then I played another sesh, and like that's when the killers started coming
You finally got
out.
Came out
ranked
of the
matched with the
woodwork.
right people.
Yeah, because I ranked up, and then everybody was like,
Yeah, I wonder if a bunch
No,
of
you
kids probably
suck.
bought that game as well
that's the
because it's
thing,
got
too,
Pokemon
is
on it,
I'm
and they're
just
like, "Oh, this is
murdering-
good for kids."
just murdering 12-year-olds
Yeah.
online.
I mean, it's, kids get that and they're gonna go online and be like, "This game is way too hard."
I mean,
And
that's
then-
the thing too. Playing
Come on,
like
Skylanders.
Splatoon is again, you always gotta assume when you get a really clueless, terrible teammate, you're just like, that kid's probably 10.
Just trying to have fun.
He's just trying to have fun, and I'm over here getting all mad because he's doing nothing to contribute to the team.
Don't
Yeah.
you know this is real life, kid?
Did you know this matters?
This matters to me.
Do you want to care?
Mom!
So you still doing my champ?
Yeah, but I might switch because in that game, because of the the field mode and stuff, it's really easy for him to get zoned and lamed out by certain characters like Chandelure. Forget it. Like he's getting screwed over by Chandelure and breaks in too. Like it's so annoying to like have to work so hard just to get close, and then they knock you away, and then it's back to just hell.
It's a bummer, man.
Just hell
Back to hell you go, Machamp.
for my
Where he
champ.
belongs.
For my champ. I'll try to tough it out, and I'm sure there's something I could do. I just haven't actually watched any like pro players play this game yet. So like,
It's because there are no pro players yet.
No,
They're
Pokemon.
coming.
indeed,
I'm sure those people are probably really good.
that, and then some UFC too. Just
Just
You know
do the
what?
fighting, man.
Just fighting everybody.
If you like started a professional Pokken league, you could have a real life Pokken trainer
You're right.
as your team
Dang.
leader. You could even have gym leaders.
And
Could.
can we all talk really like English is our second language? Because all the voice acting in this game is terrible in Pokken. It's the worst.
It's so bad. I saw a
It's
supercut of
so
it online.
bad.
It's oh man. It's like someone just gave him like a note card. It was like, read this. Do I need to take it? Well, how do I read it? Just read it excited like, I guess. Okay. All right, that takes great. Let's go.
But like literally the first gym leader, or I guess it's like a league leader that you face, he's like, "Oh, you're really strong if I didn't Pokemon. Wow, I saw that black Pokemon come out. That was really crazy." And I'm just like, does this guy?
What is that accent?
Is he like
Lazy Arnold?
What is he? Like, I don't know where this guy comes from.
Tired Arnold
So, like-
Schwarzenegger.
It definitely sounds like he doesn't speak English as his first language.
So you're the rising star, are you? This is your first promotion test. But you don't look all that worried. If you can defeat me, I'll let you move up into C rank. Show me what you can do.
And I don't know why they
You
would
woken
get that.
Arnold from his slumber and you got the sound of a Pokemon
He's like
battle.
mid-dream. And he's like, oh, wow.
Dream sequence.
Get out of my house.
You're really strong. I'll show you after this, but it's terrible. Like I don't know why you would get English voice acting with people who are
Just
their
leave it-
English
just
is not
leave it
their
Japanese
main,
and have it
yes,
be
just
that.
leave it Japanese.
Just subtitle it.
Yeah, like it's funny.
Didn't Heavy Rain do that though? Wasn't Heavy Rain? Didn't they get like French
They were
actors to
French
play
Can-
like?
they were like French Canadian,
And they
I
were
wanna
trying to do
say, a
American
lot of them.
accents?
Yeah,
And it
they
wasn't
were
working.
like the origami killer. Tell me about the origami killer. It's like you gotta talk like
That's
you're
not
from
right.
like you're from Brooklyn or something. Like do like an American accent. And it's like, all right, I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, the origami killer.
Bonjour, bro.
It's like when
Hey,
it's like
clean that peanut butter out of your teeth. Like, come on, man.
It's like when Charlie Hunnam, for some reason, forgot how to do like an American accent in Pacific Rim, so he just sounds like an idiot the whole time. He's just like, Marco, when you're in the drift, don't chase the rabbit. And it's just like, why is he talking like that?
Man, accents.
Bad voice acting in video games.
It still doesn't end, you know? You'd think. Speaking of which, I saw the full, this isn't random, but I saw the full video trail or full motion video that plays before Resident Evil.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that's bad.
The Resident
I didn't even know it had that
wait a minute.
existed.
Like live action?
Yeah, it's live action.
Like
Yeah,
the
there's-
old timey computer game. Like
They have live action Resident Evil video before Resident Evil the game.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
like
know that.
Jill, Barry,
It's so
Chris.
It's amazing.
It's like it's pretty good. The voice acting in that game is so bad.
Well,
good.
and the actual acting.
I've actually for some reason recently taken up to using the line "Take a look at this" like in my regular life. Like if somebody's like, "Man, look at this traffic," I'm like, "Take a look at this," and nobody ever knows what I'm talking
know what you're
about.
talking
It's a line in Resident Evil, like the original
the
cut.
master of unlocking.
You, the master of unlocking. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
So good. So good. I can't think of any other like games with bad voice acting off the top of my head.
I don't know.
I mean, there are definitely some.
Mm-hmm.
have you played Just Cause 2?
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Bolo Santosi.
Just Cause 3 has slightly better voice acting, but it's still hamming it up.
Yeah, that's the thing is with those games, you're not necessarily supposed to take it seriously, so it's whatever. I just don't know why. Wow, there's a really strong Pokemon that you have.
Maybe they just hired like a
I don't know.
handy
Sylvester
capable
Stallone.
person to do it.
Maybe.
So yeah, I've just been fighting guys in
Yeah.
every game that I play.
That's good, man. You ever gonna calm down, not fight anyone? Got any non-fighting games set on the
You ever
horizon?
not fight? You ever lay down your arms?
No,
Like, why are you fighting? You know?
What are you
Because-
fighting for?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of jumping back into Monster Hunter, and that you fight. That's
Fighting
all you do is
monsters.
fight monsters.
You keep fighting, man.
And then and then I'm gonna think about doing another Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2 playthrough before Dark Souls 3 comes in. And by playthrough, I mean actually play the
You're
game.
feeling a little bit too self-confident and you want to break that.
Yes, exactly.
So he's gonna die
Need to
instead
humble
of fight.
myself.
You know what? I feel pretty good about myself. I'm going to go play Dark Souls.
Yep.
Till I feel like crap.
So
Which
No.
takes like 1 minute.
Yes.
pretty much gonna just keep on fighting, guys.
Just keep fighting, man.
That's going to be on your headstone after you die.
Just keep fighting, guys.
I'm just going to keep on fighting, guys.
Your headstone's just a giant fist with like the palm is just your like
But my gravestone will
name
be
on it.
off the screen instead, and my wife's gravestone will be the one that's focused on for some reason.
Yours will be obscured by dead plants.
Yes, exactly.
Dead flowers. That was a reference to a conversation that is not recorded and won't make any sense.
Whatever.
Maybe later. I might
Easter
put
egg.
it in the end.
Spoiler. Spleaster egg.
Please.
Easter egg.
Easter was just this Sunday, by the way.
Yeah, happy Easter. to all of
Easter,
us.
Did you guys get any
everyone
candy?
Who do that?
My mom gave me a whole basket of candy, and then she was
Aw.
like, "I need the basket back."
Well, you couldn't keep the
And I'm
basket.
just
Such
like-
a mom thing.
I'm just like,
You
I'm
know.
not. I still have candy in it. Like I can't give it back just yet. Where am I gonna put all
She's
this
like,
candy?
you're an adult. Move it somewhere.
She's like, you've had that basket since you were a kid. I need it back. And I'm just like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, I got candy as well. I did not get any peeps though, and I was very upset.
Peeps
or
are
Cadbury
I'm
eggs.
glad
gross.
because I don't like.
Peeps
Yeah,
are
I'm the
so
only one on the
gross.
planet who likes them. So if you guys would have gotten some and given them to
Hey,
me, I would have been very thankful.
You're wrong about peeps.
No, I'm
They're
not.
gross.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Cadbury egg?
I love Cadbury eggs.
Also gross.
Oh, see, I love Cadbury eggs. Now,
Caramel.
now
I'll take caramel.
you'll
but
take the
not
caramel
cream.
Cadbury egg.
Never
I love
cream.
the cream one.
The cream one's good.
Never
It's just
cream.
I don't even know
Today
what
when
that is,
I
but
was
it's so
buying
good.
this beer at the store, they had the chocolate cream ones like at the checkout,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I should, but I'm not gonna.
I should, but I won't.
should, but I won't.
I'm bad. I'm not gonna be bad.
I've already had too many.
You're so bad. Ricardo.
Summer's
You're so, you're so
summer's
bad.
coming up.
Oh,
I
gosh,
can't.
gotta watch that
I'll just
beach
get this
bunny.
beer instead.
Ah.
Work on my beer belly. That's what I like. I don't want a Cadbury
Coming
belly.
along pretty well.
Not full of cream, full of barley. All right.
My phone is blowing up right now. So
yeah, are you
sorry.
popular?
Yeah. Like at least like 2 different people are talking to me right now.
Well, Mr. Popular, what have
That's
you been
like
playing?
100%.
At least your chair's not blowing up.
Okay.
That
Okay,
whole
right.
pause was me trying to really think really hard. Like,
What I'm talking about.
talking about?
And then you knew what
And
I was
then I was
talking
like,
about.
oh yeah. All right. So back on topic. I played the other day. Loud dishes being done.
Got to get them done.
You gotta get the dishes
Gotta get them done.
I played Lords of the Fallen the other day.
Oh, I saw that. It's on
Isn't
Xbox.
that like
It's
a
like Dark Souls, right?
game?
So I had heard it was a free game with gold, right? So I already had it downloaded.
Of course.
And I read online that it was like Dark Souls but easier.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I hate hard games, but this is supposed to be easier, so I'll try it. And so I played it for like 8 minutes, and then I uninstalled it.
Oh, too much?
Like I got to the first like little boss guy thing,
Mhm.
and as soon as he hit me, I'm like, my
just
guy didn't
like,
dodge in the time I wanted him to. I was like, nope, it's not for me.
There's a scary bug flying around.
Yeah, there's
here.
crane flies that come in here, and they look like scary mosquitoes. They're just crane flies. They don't do
They don't
anything.
hurt you.
They don't do anything.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess you always play for 8 minutes because you can't really talk about it. That game looked interesting to me as someone who likes Dark
It
Souls.
was wicked, boring, super generic, dark, medieval, bloody, big armor sword thing.
That was the thing. Is
That sounds
like,
alright.
I think Dark. I think
It's
Dark
like
Souls,
the vanilla ice cream of games.
I think Dark Souls.
I love vanilla
arts-
ice cream, though.
Yeah,
you're
vanilla ice
right.
cream,
It's
yeah.
like
it's like the
something that you
saltine
don't
cracker.
like. It's like that.
Peeps?
Yeah, it's like the
Except I
like
love
the
peeps.
You're right.
Okay.
Ricardo. It's like a saltine. It's like just so.
But I love saltine
so
crackers.
generic.
Saltine crackers are okay.
I love eating saltine crackers.
Like it's like the Dark Souls that you buy at the Dollar Tree instead of at Target.
Oh, there you go. That's apt description.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
Because I've
I'm
played.
just settling.
I've
I'm
tried
just
Dark
settling.
Souls. I have. I've played to the first boss in Dark Souls, and
The first boss or like the
the very, very first giant thing you fight in Dark Souls.
oh yeah, that you're not really supposed to fight
Right.
until a little bit later.
Right. That's as far as I got in Dark Souls, and that's equally as far as
You
I got
really
in Lords of the
don't like
Fallen.
hard games, man.
Just hate it. I
Jeez.
just hate it. What's the point?
You don't like a challenge,
yourself.
man?
No.
You just like to
playing a
cruise through,
game.
man.
Life is challenging. Games are fun.
It can be fun to challenge yourself.
No, it can't.
Okay, fine. But see, I was gonna say at least I feel like Dark Souls has a art style you can appreciate. Lords of Fallen definitely did look a little
Lords of the
generic.
Fallen looks just like
looks-
Dark Souls.
No, it doesn't. Get out of here.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same.
You can't say the monster designs in Dark Souls are
Whatever.
like,
Monster
awesome.
design, who cares? That's a whole different thing.
No,
the
that's part
actual
of the-
look of the game.
That's part of the look of the game.
No, it's not.
Well, the monsters are in the game, and you look
Fine.
at them, so they're
You
part
can
of the
put
look
I'd
of the
them
game.
say it looks more like Darksiders.
Let's all agree to disagree.
Fine.
Fair enough.
I hate that game. I'll never play it again.
Sounds good. I was looking at downloading it, and I was like, nah. So
Maybe you'll like it.
I don't think so. There was actually some pretty good games for Xbox. I think Live coming out, whatever the free
Games
ones
with
are.
Gold.
Games with Gold.
Yeah,
Sunset Overdrive.
is going to be free.
I'm really excited about that.
Something else. I don't
Something else, but I know
remember.
Sunset Overdrive, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
that game
Sunset
looks
Overdrive.
great.
Yeah.
There were a couple that I actually have downloaded on my PS4 that are cool, but I haven't played them yet because I've been too busy fighting guys. Galaxy,
Oh yeah, I have that too. I haven't played it.
Dimensional, and Broforce also came out.
Broforce is okay.
Yeah, the thing with Broforce is I was gonna start it up, but then I saw like it was like 4 players, and I'm like, it's probably that's the way you're supposed
Yeah.
to play it. It's probably lame if you're playing it by yourself. So
We
I
can
just
play
didn't
just like
play.
we played Helldivers.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just play
And then never
Helldivers,
played
and
it
then never
again.
played it again.
even though that's a really good game.
Even though I'll still play it, we just never got
But that's a really hard game.
Yeah, I don't wanna play that. It's different playing with a bunch of people because you can all hoot and holler together.
That's true. So you're at least suffering together.
Right.
So
Like,
if there was like a multiplayer
Dark Souls is like pushing a rock up a hill by yourself.
You're just like Icarus.
Right. Sisyphus,
Yeah.
bro.
Whatever.
Who's the smartest guy in the room? Not Ricardo. You dummy.
Man.
Icarus is the one who flew too close to
wonder
the
if-
sun. Like Zod.
But it's God, blood of my blood. His blood of my blood.
blood.
Blood of my blood.
I feel like I've lost this conversation. As host, I must bring it back.
I'm crazy.
What else did you play, Parker?
I played some other stuff, but I cannot for the life of me remember
Well,
what
let me
it
give you a
was.
hint. It maybe starts with a dog, maybe a big dog, and it's German. Maybe a dog that's like wild.
Yeah. Wait, are we talking about Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
A dog?
What's a dog?
what are you talking
Yeah.
Wolves
about?
are kind of dog.
No, that's dumb.
What the
That was terrible.
man? Who's the smartest guy in the room? Not
Not me.
Ethan.
Ethan.
I already accepted
Yeah,
that.
Wolfenstein. Another just
My Leben.
the most boring experience
What?
of my life.
Dude, that game's great.
I could not have been more bored if I was just looking at the TV off.
Man.
I really wanted to get more into Wolfenstein because Matt got it for me for Christmas one year. I played like 2 hours and was like, that's a pretty cool game. I think they're doing some interesting stuff with the story, and then just never came back to it because I just didn't feel compelled to come back to
Because you
it.
played 100% of all the game mechanics.
Yeah, kind of.
It's so stupid and boring.
I like the story a lot. I heard it was pretty interesting, but again,
It's not.
I did not beat it, so I guess I'm in the
The
same
story
boat.
is not interesting.
I thought it was all right.
You
Some
do-
good voice acting.
Beating the
good
bad guy in
voice
the end is
acting.
not an interesting story.
No, but it's like, oh, I've got hurt in the brain.
Oh man, I'm buff. Oh man, I'm really buff guy and I kill everybody. Oh man, now I'm injured, but also
Parker,
for some reason
you-
I'm still buff
Park-
guy and I kill everybody.
Parker, you play Halo, and that's like the same story.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
true.
honestly is.
That's not true.
I'm buff guy. I got hurt and went away for
It's
a
like
long
literally
time.
every game.
And then now
I know.
I'm back.
So that's the thing. Wolfenstein, there's nothing special about it.
well, yeah. See,
Yeah.
he already gets that from another series.
That's true,
So
I
he
guess.
doesn't need it to
Everyone
play.
already gets that, and it has other games have better controls.
Yeah,
Other games look better. Other
yeah.
games have better story. Other games have better music.
but other games don't have dual weapons. You can just shoot everything.
Yeah, they do.
No, I
Like,
don't know.
That's
any.
like
I don't know.
That's
One.
kinda-
Name one. Nope. Can't
Halo
name it. I'm just
2.
The darkness.
Every game.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I like that game a lot, but also, you're right. I just had no compelling to go back to it. I was
Yeah.
like, this game, it seems neat.
I played all the way through it. I finished it.
Really?
Yes.
And you were still bored the entire time.
The
Damn.
whole time I was like,
Somehow you beat it though.
God.
See, I
Man.
didn't even beat it,
I mean, it's just so boring.
so you had to beat it.
Yeah. Well, like I didn't want to. I borrowed it from a friend, and I didn't want to be like, I didn't beat it. I wanted to like finish it so I could have a real opinion about it.
So the way to
And-
force Parker to play games is
I
to
don't
borrow
want.
it.
I didn't want to say what I just said and then be like, also I didn't finish it.
Wow,
I
so
did
even
finish
he has
it.
a better opinion than we do. Like he's been through everything.
It was dumb all the way through.
Man, even on easy, and you had no challenge.
Oh no, I was playing on super easy. But even if I turned
Like the
up,
one
like
where
the
he
only,
has like the pacifier.
it has
in
a
his mouth.
baby bonnet and pacifier on, but if I turned the difficulty up, it wouldn't have changed. It would have just been more frustrating.
Yeah.
That's true.
It felt like I was playing a game from like. It felt like I was playing an old Wolfenstein game with nice graphics, like the design, level design, and the game mechanic design was so old and dated.
I will agree that part of the fact that I didn't feel compelled to come back was just like it didn't feel that good to
No,
play.
it really didn't.
Like,
I didn't like the way it controlled. That honestly was the thing that turned me off the most. I thought like what they did with like some of the like leveling up mechanics was kind of neat, but the
yeah,
actual
again,
like the actual like shooting feel like kind of felt kind of bad,
yeah,
kind of loose. I don't
yeah.
know.
Old. It feels old. Like no, there's no weight.
Yeah, feels old in like not a good way, not like a classic shooter way.
There's an Easter egg in there where you can play the original Wolfenstein, and I think that attests to the fact that they're so similar they didn't even have to change anything about the game except for the way the walls looked to include that Easter egg.
That's kind of
my
crazy.
dad. Have I told that on my? On
I
the
think you might have,
podcast?
but go ahead, tell it again.
My dad like loved the original Wolfenstein 3D. Well,
Yeah.
not the original Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah.
He would play it on his like work laptop, and that was like black and white, and he'd play it with the trackpad. And then like later he would play it on he would install it on our PC, and he would play it with just a mouse. He wouldn't use the keys, so he would move forward by having to scroll the mouse forward.
Why?
And then he knew exactly where all the secrets
Oh
were.
my gosh.
And he would have to finish every level with 100% enemies killed, or had to go back and replay the level because he
Whoa.
was that much of a
Does he have,
old
did he have
achievement
horrible
hunter.
carpal tunnel after playing with just a mouse? Jeez.
I don't know. He would keep like his other hand like weirdly like tucked under his like arm.
He already has the claw on the left hand.
This is my not good
I'm
hand.
working on my right claw.
That's why I kind of had like affection for the series, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like it wasn't for me.
That's
That game was
that's
not
a
for
sweet
me.
memory.
Watching my dad fucking melt Mecha Hitler. Like,
And then what'd he say?
what?
What was his catchphrase?
My dad's catchphrase?
Yeah. Didn't he have a catchphrase?
Oh yeah, if he didn't finish 100% of the kills in the level, he would say, "Oh, Ricky, we can't have that. We have to go back to no survivors, baby. Total carnage, baby. Total carnage." And so,
So that's where you came from.
yep,
It's a little insight
he
into
played-
what developed.
played all the 100% of the game, played all the expansions, and 100% of those expansions.
Dang. Maybe we should give him this new game. Maybe he would like it.
You might.
It fit him like a glove.
You probably wouldn't know how to use the controller.
Oh
though.
yeah.
He'd be like, what? I can't
That's
just
the weird
roll
thing
this
when you
forward
give
forever?
when you give old people who actually used to play like games
Mhm.
like new controls with like analog stick, they never know what the hell they're doing
Yeah.
with it.
Like their brains are wired in like a certain
Mm-hmm.
way.
why
and
learn
they can't
this?
It's too
disconnect.
much. It's too much like freedom.
Well, I
Like,
almost wonder if they developed like such a knowledge of just the specific control style that
Yeah.
like it took them so long to figure that out that afterwards it's like I'm not gonna
it's like
bother
me,
on
like
this.
why I can't play fighting games on, on
Exactly.
an arcade stick. I have to use the pad.
Yeah.
because you can't change because
Can't
your
change.
brain is just wired that
change.
way, and you know.
Dumbly.
Dumbly.
You have one other game on your list, Parker. You know what it is?
Yeah, there's more, but I can't remember them.
It starts with a D.
I tried to play Roblox.
Roblox.
ever heard of that?
No.
It was
Is
a
that like
game-
a sequel to Boomblocks?
No. It's like a
Oh.
little kids game where you like kind of like game design lesson, but you can also play the games. You
Okay.
can share them. So I booted that one up and it immediately asked me to register for an account, and I immediately uninstalled that game.
Parker has a habit of just booting things up and uninstalling them.
Why should I have to register for an account for a game I've already downloaded?
I don't know.
Yeah, and I came back to Destiny recently,
That was it.
Uh-huh.
and my nice friendly clanmates pulled me through the most recent raid that I had never played.
But raids are hard, Parker. Raids are
My
hard.
clan pulled me through the raid. They were like, "You stand in the corner and shoot the guys, and we'll do this." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, guys. It's great. They're perfect for me." And same as it ever was. I'm still
Still
playing it.
Destiny.
Still playing it. But
Yeah.
now I've seen everything there is to see until April. So
April? What are they doing in April?
they're teasing this big content release. I'm sure it'll be nothing.
Sparrow races again?
They're having weekly Twitch streams to reveal. They're updating the Prison of Elders to have taken enemies. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Okay.
And they're updating the old strike where you'd kill the big taken guy that was in like a cell on Venus.
Uh-huh.
He's taken now.
Huh.
It's really innovative stuff.
Yeah, this.
Really innovative stuff.
I like how Bungie's basically been like, all right, look, we're just going to like try to scrape what we can with the least amount of resources
Yeah.
out of this game. Tell Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to.
We've got 13 guys working on this right now, guys. Bear with us.
Bear with us. There's only 13 people. Making games is hard. Updating them is harder.
What holiday is in April?
Easter.
No, it's
No,
not.
Easter just
Easter
happened.
just
Oh,
happened.
dang it, I forgot.
There are no holidays in April.
Is
Yeah,
there like
over.
Mother's Day or something?
No, it's in May.
What, Father's Day?
That's June, I think.
Jeez.
There's no holidays.
Because I was gonna
April.
say,
used to be
like, what's
Easter.
the holiday? What the April drop is some dumb holiday thing.
No, it's just the same day that some other game comes out.
Hmm.
They always do that. Every time like some other big game comes out, they have a big.
But like, if you
Dark
can't,
Souls comes out in April.
I think that might be it.
Well, there you go.
April
can't
12th.
afford
or
Dark Souls, just
something.
play this game
Here's
you've
the
been playing.
prepare to die update. You got bonfires
Destiny,
around.
the Taken King, prepare to die.
Got bonfires sitting around. You can. We released a new emote where you can praise the sun.
They're gonna raise the light again.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
So now, after all this trouble that I had my clan go through, raising me up to light 330, it'll be
Higher than that.
old news in a couple of weeks.
So they've essentially made it now where you have to keep playing Destiny,
Or just wait until every
or
update.
I
just-
mean, that's kind of what you had to do before, though.
I guess, except that
Like, you
when
knew the
Destiny
Taken King came a
first-
lot quicker.
Yes, when Taken King came out, yes, but like in original Destiny, it was like you can keep playing Destiny until nothing really matters anymore because there's nothing else to play in this game.
So now just releasing it and just like, you just play whatever.
Just keep playing it. keep playing it.
Yeah, they want you to keep playing it. But I also feel like it doesn't matter when people drop off because whenever the next expansion or Destiny 2 is going to come back, we're all going to jump back on that train.
I think.
Yeah, I'll play Destiny 2 by the time it comes
you
out.
gotta have a mindset of like, don't play this game every day. Play it once in a while.
It's a sometimes game.
Yeah, like this will always be here for you if you want a taste.
So the thing is in Destiny though, I always feel like I'm missing something. Like if I don't play every day, at least when it first came out.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's always
man,
that carrot, and there's always a longer stick when you reach the carrot
what-
you're nearest.
What's Zur selling? I gotta know. Oh man, he's selling garbage.
Zer's
Well,
irrelevant now. Nobody cares about.
yeah, I know
Zur
now
anymore.
he's irrelevant, but back in the
Man,
day,
I bought some like really cool arm pieces from Zur.
Zur used to be. Place used to go crazy when Zur would pop in, but now it's like, well, there's Zur again.
Nobody cares.
well, I forgot about him.
All the good exotics are attached to quests now, so you can't buy them.
Yeah, my arm pieces were exotic.
No, they're less
They
exotic
boosted-
now.
They boosted my Sunbreaker
It's
stuff.
just domestic now.
It's just, I mean, they're still exotics, but the
No.
weapons you want, you gotta work. You gotta.
See me have a work. All right.
So what
let's
have I
move
been
on.
playing?
Ethan, tell us about what you've been playing
Just
lately.
a lot of Street Fighter, Stardew Valley, the same thing. Oh, I did play Divinity Original Sin, which I played a while ago and was kind of like, all right, this is cool, but it's a little bit too old school CRPG for me.
Is
where it's
that a
just
game
like-
about Adam and Eve?
No, not at all. It is a...
It's Diablo.
That's
no,
that's
it's not even
misleading.
Diablo. It's like Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Gate.
That's misleading.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, ooh, this sounds sexy.
Oh, wow, a
It's
biblical
not.
game.
Finally, the CRPG Bible game I've always wanted. I always wanted to roll a dice to see if the
I want to play
world
as
would flood or not.
Jonah. His ultimate, he summons a whale and just eats everybody.
He summons a whale and then dies.
So Divinity Original Sin, they released an update called the Enhanced Edition, which is when they ported it to consoles. They kind of did like how The Witcher 2 did that Enhanced Edition. Yeah. They did the exact same thing where it went to consoles and they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you the PC guys, get this stuff too. So they updated some of the graphics. They've updated the interface a lot. They've added controller support. The interface is very important because since it's an old school CRPG, it's like you got a quest,
What does the C stand for?
computer RPG. This is like old school like D&D where it's like super, like you can do anything, but it's also very janky in a lot
I'm
of
with
ways.
you. I hadn't heard the
Yeah,
term
dude, you're like,
CRPG.
Oh, really?
You're deep in the
Well,
hole.
instead
right
of
now.
JRPG, it's CRPG. It's
Yeah.
like
I guess
computers.
but that's
Thought it
like something
was
that no one's ever heard of
like
before.
dungeon crawler.
Like it sounds like you just made that up.
no, I haven't.
Like, 'cause
Trust
aren't-
me. It
aren't
says right on
all-
the cover.
Aren't all video game consoles computers? So your
Did it used to be?
terminology is
They didn't used to
irrelevant.
be.
Well, they always were computers.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Some
you should rethink it.
or consoles could be console RPG.
You could just call it like
CRPG.
old school,
Isometric.
Traditional.
RPG.
Okay, but there is a genre called CRPG.
boring.
Yeah.
No, I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Wasteland 2, Fallout, those are all CRPGs.
I've never heard of these
Yeah, I've
games.
never. I mean,
Those
we
are
see those
isometric
all the time.
RPGs.
Yeah,
Isometric.
whatever. Fine. I'm sorry, I'm around people.
Fixed camera RPG.
Anyway, so I was playing this game and I was playing with a friend.
What
and
genre?
Like
was the game?
RuneScape, right?
It's like RuneScape.
RuneScape.
We'll go with that.
Nobody has ever called RuneScape a C. What are you talking
It's not
about?
like it's not like RuneScape at all.
your art is falling apart here.
It's not even like RuneScape at
You're gonna
all.
keep hitting this tree so you can get wood.
Man.
You stand in the middle and
CRPG.
say 45G for S bar.
Is that a thing that happens?
Yeah, you got to get the 45 gold to get the silver bar. That's what it stands for in chat.
Boy, am I having fun in this CRPG. How about you guys? Everybody's like, what?
What is a CRPG?
This is a video game.
I'm 12. What is a C? All right, so I was playing with a friend. It's got co-op. And the signature thing about CRPGs, for you nerds who don't know anything,
We nerds.
is that
Plebes.
is that it's got a lot. It's very heavy in the story, and you got to read it. And it's not like, okay, here's a quick line of text for your quest. Go do the quest. It's like, nah, man, you got to do this deep story, and you got to figure out where to go next, all on your own. Like, there's no quest markers.
Diablo's not like that.
It doesn't happen like I know. So it doesn't happen like that anymore. So now they have like kind of vague quest markers around the area, so you can kind of figure out like, okay, I need to go to this guy.
Circle you can walk into.
Kinda, and
find.
it's like not even that. It's more like on the map. It's like this guy is over here and he's highlighted. It's like, why did I talk to that guy? And you look at your quest log, and you're like, oh, that guy. But it's one of those games where you super heavily customize your character. For example, I'm playing a oh god, what was I playing? I was really sleepy when I played this game. Like that was the night I went to bed at 8 p.m. and I was like, what am I doing? I'm an old man. What was I playing as? Oh, a ranger type character. So I had like a bow, and I could summon a giant spider to fight for me. And I can also talk to animals, which is really cool because there's a bunch of animals running around. And you're just like, I'm going to talk to this rat. And he's just like, I see stuff. And you're like, cool.
As you do.
As you do. And the rat's like,
I've seen some shit.
Pretty much. And then the chicken's like, these people need to calm down.
They're running around like people with their heads cut off.
Pretty much. But it's very open-ended, so you can just go around just like murder anyone if you want, but they'll probably kill you. So it's kind of like how if you play like
so it's like Dark Souls.
It's more like just kind of like if someone took an RPG and like a role-playing tabletop game and kind of like put it into a actual game.
Oh, okay.
So like, for example, the combat is very similar to like a Dungeons and Dragons game where it's like you have these attack points, you can move, and then you're in close range, and then you can use your attacks to shoot. And it's turn-based sort of thing where it's like, okay, I attack a lot faster in tabletop RPG, but the combat's really interesting because you can do like move barrels and block enemies because there's like actual like physics and stuff, and they'll be like, I can't get across this barrel, I'm stuck. And you can just jam an enemy and then just murder them. So it's got some pretty interesting creative combat stuff. So I don't know. I don't think CRPGs are for me though. Like,
sounds super boring.
Yeah, well.
I don't think they
on the slow
are
side.
for me either, mainly because I'm not sure what they are still.
Do you like Dungeons and Dragons?
Ethan, when you're
like
done,
Dungeons and
do you
Dragons.
like playing that in a really slow format on a computer?
No.
Well, you probably won't.
do you like fun things? Do you like them ruined? Well, then I've got a game for you.
Man, Parker's like the anti like anything here, man. Coming in here with his jacket. His
Listen,
blazer-
don't talk about my jacket.
No, it's a nice jacket, but it's like
Oh, it
Yeah,
didn't sound
talk
like
about
you were
his
gonna say something
jacket
nice
on
about
this
it.
very visual
Didn't
pod.
sound
just
like
saying,
you're gonna
he's got a
say something
jacket,
nice
makes him
about
look
my
tough.
jacket.
It's black, coming in with the monochrome look.
It's got these
like,
weird little buttony
epaulette
things on the
things.
shoulders. What are those for?
epaulets.
I don't know what. Yeah, what are? That's what they're called.
Epileps.
Epileps. I'm
I
gonna
know
have
that- I know
the
that.
epileps fit.
I know that from Boy Scouts. So
That's-
But what do
You
they
put
go?
your-
Yeah,
through?
what are
What
they-
goes through them?
like
What's
you
for?
can put stuff on them.
rope.
I don't think I could. Like if I had something on here right now, it would be like pulling my jacket off.
No, like not something heavy like designs or whatever. Like this is from I know from Boy Scouts. I have no idea what those are for, but we'd put like different like colors on them. So it'd be like, oh, I'm like a Boy Scout, or I'm like a adults venture scout or whatever. So it's like different ranks or whatever.
Adult scout.
Adult
Oh, man
scout.
scout.
So you put like different things on there. Those are called epaulets. I don't know what those are for, honestly,
I
though.
call them shoulder button thingies. Shoulder straps.
Shoulder straps. I'm gonna snap your shoulder strap.
They get caught on stuff sometimes, like when I take my backpack off.
That would do it. Yeah, your backpack would unbutton
And
it
they just
probably.
pop right off. I go, shit.
Yeah, but like, see, that's the thing. Is like, is it for you to thread like the backpack straps through?
I think it's so
you
that
can-
people know that I'm a member
Okay.
of the members only club.
Oh, is that a members only?
That's why you can
jacket?
come in here and
Yeah.
talk shit about
That's right here.
CRPGs.
What the hell?
Members
I didn't
only.
know they
I'm a
still
member.
made. I didn't know they still made members only jackets.
Burlington,
All right.
Burlington Co Factory.
What is a members only jacket?
It's
That-
a jacket
that-
and the brand is members only.
Oh,
The
see, I never knew
brand.
that. I always thought it was just
Very
like,
clever brand name.
interesting.
I didn't know that they still made them.
They do.
I should go to Burlington.
they're
Co.
affordable.
Factory. They're
I
more
bought a
than-
leather one for $40.
It's not bad.
It's really nice.
They're more than great coats.
I only
Burlington
wear
Co. Factory.
not to nice occasions.
I was in Vegas. Well, the first time we went to Vegas with our friends group, I was in the club waiting for the bathroom, and there was another dude in line, and he was like, "I like your cardigan and your bow tie, man. This looks good." And he was drunk, and so was I. And I was like, "Dude, your jacket's sweet." And he was like, "Burlington Coat Factory." And I was like, "They're more than great coats." And that was the end of that interaction.
We could have had an identical interaction just now. You just
Yep.
didn't say the catchphrase.
Actually, he did say the catchphrase.
I just didn't say it like in a good rhythm.
He didn't say it in a good rhythm, though. It was a little under the radar.
Anyway, if Burlington wants to go ahead and sponsor this podcast,
They can do that.
They should do it.
All right.
more
Are we done? Got any games to talk
great
about?
Coats.
Any more you can think of? Thinking about playing anything?
I
Monster Hunter.
I was thinking about playing Monster Hunter. I don't think I played anything. I mean, I played more Heroes of the Storm, but that's not anything new.
Nope.
All right, let's move on to the news then. So, guys, today. We already have a theme. Actually, I don't have the theme song music because Matt has it, and he's gave it to me in a weird format that my program won't read. So I'm just like, well, no news then.
You're gonna make it up. No, add something else here. Insert here.
All right.
Some other
Marked
weird
it.
music type.
All right, we'll see. I'll dig in the archives and see what we got. Guys, but today,
Yes.
VR is here now. It's here. It's real,
Yes.
guys.
Oh, now?
Now it's here.
Here?
Well, it's not here. I don't have it.
Now?
But it's here in the world. You can go out and pre-order and not go Rift because they're back ordered.
What,
But
so-
they released to Kickstarter backers for the original Rift. But now you can play VR, and a bunch of reviews have been coming out, and people have been talking about it. And Giant Bomb did a 9-hour long stream because they turned it on when I got to work, and I was like, "What are they doing? Oh, they're just messing around with the Rift. That's cool." And then I was like, "I'm leaving work. What are they doing? They're still in the Rift playing it." And I was like, "Man."
So is it cool or whatever?
So I don't know, man.
I didn't watch it. Is it cool?
What?
Is it cool?
It's so the general consensus, what seems to be, is the hardware is really neat, but the launch games, nothing great. Nothing.
Do I need like a super boss ass computer?
Yes, you do.
Palmer Luckey delivered like the first one.
Yeah, he
right?
delivered it in Alaska in his
Yes.
flip flops,
in his Hawaiian shirt.
as he does. He went to Alaska to deliver the first Rift, and he's like, "I'll be damned if a UPS delivery guy delivers it, like the first Rift."
Hilarious.
Okay, Palmer.
Yep.
I don't like that guy.
He seems all right.
Always a card.
He went to Cal State Long Beach, man,
Great. Whatever.
as a journalism
I don't
major.
care.
You could have met him.
I
coulda met
No, I
him.
couldn't have.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like time travel.
Anyway,
As a journalism major,
Parker
really?
Yeah.
revealing he gives no fucks about his old school.
I still go there.
He
and I
still
don't
goes
care
there and
about it.
doesn't care.
Whatever.
But yeah, so it seems like a lot of people have been saying that it's comfortable to wear. It looks good.
Great technology.
Looks
The
cool,
technology is
looks
really
good.
nice.
Wear it out.
It's expensive. Some people have been saying that like it's weird seeing like the mainstream press talk about it. Who's just like the New York Times review was very interesting to read because it said like, "Be prepared to get made fun of if you wear this. My SO took pictures of me and I didn't even know."
Wait, they use the word SO in the New York Times?
I think so. Significant other. I don't remember.
See, we reached another point where I was thinking, what the hell is SO?
Significant other.
I was like,
You guys never heard that
It's like
term
a
either?
weird, it's like
I
a
was
weird,
like,
it's like a weird
commanding officer. No, that's CO.
politically correct term for your girlfriend or boyfriend
Yeah.
that people use on the internet so they don't trigger anybody.
Yep, exactly.
Mm.
That's what they use. So they said that, and I was like, okay, don't go outside.
Don't
like
date that person.
Yeah, and also-
Jeez.
Yeah,
You're gonna
this-
make fun of you and take secret spy photos of you having fun. Break up with your SO.
Yeah, seriously.
Jump
When
on
else-
that story, New York
when-
Times.
What other inappropriate time are they going to take pictures
Right.
of you and think it's all right just because you're supposedly dating? Wake up.
Did you do something embarrassing? Watch out for your wife.
she's gonna come get
She's
you.
out to sabotage your professional career.
Yeah. Also, it's just like you're not gonna get any dates because you look goofy. They said stuff like that.
But you
in their
already had
reviewing
a
it.
significant other.
No, it was also like be prepared. It's like thanks, guys.
So we
It was
haven't moved
a
past
weird
that.
thing of just like we got to move past.
We
this
haven't
thing.
moved past that stereotype yet.
Guess not.
I thought we had.
Well, VR is a whole nother term of nerdiness because you're putting a headset on and looking stupid.
This
I mean,
is
people
the,
paint their faces to watch football.
Oh, wait, what was
well,
it?
sure.
Oh, crap. How can I can't remember? Demolition Man,
Yeah.
where it's like, we are humans in the future. We don't have sex anymore. We just each put on one of these weird VR headsets, and then it's some weird spastic stuff happens, and then Sylvester Stallone's gonna get freaked out. He's gonna
It's a perfect Sylvester Stallone impression. But yeah, so it's here, man. And then the Vive's gonna come, and then it's gonna be a competition. And
I will
Did you hear
never-
my? Oh, you didn't because you don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you hear my theory about the Vive's launch title?
Tell
it's
it
not
to me.
gonna happen.
Tell me it.
His launch title is gonna be the thing that's gonna get people to buy this several $100 stupid thing
Hang on.
that they also need to upgrade their computer
The
for.
Vive is a direct competitor to the Rift.
Yes,
It's exactly the same.
It's Valve's. This is
Right.
key.
It's not one of the phone
Valve's.
ones.
No, it's not a phone one. It's
Okay.
a full on. It's actually higher end than the Rift in a lot of
Okay.
ways because it
It's
comes with hand controllers.
Valve's
Right. They invested with
version.
HTC.
So you know what
right?
the launch title, the secret launch title that they haven't told you is going to
Shaking
be
my head.
with it? Half-Life 3.
Ricochet 2.
Half-Life 3, man.
That will absolutely never happen.
Half-Life
Never.
3.
Remember,
You want people to buy
you were
your
there.
stupid thing?
Last Guardian's canceled. It's not coming back.
That thing is dead.
Last Guardian. Ah!
It's no Half-Life. They're never gonna release Half-Life 3 with experimental hardware.
Ricardo's
They
the last
will if
person.
they want to sell it.
No.
It's happening.
Valve doesn't care about that.
They don't care about Half-Life 3 anymore, man. Valve doesn't care about
They don't,
Half-Life
they
3.
don't
make
care
ga- they
about
don't make
making
games
money
anymore?
off of things anymore because they like
You can just sit back and do whatever.
they just print money with Steam.
It's true.
Like they don't have to try any tactics to ever be successful again.
They just sell in-game hats in Dota, man.
Right, and Team Fortress. And it's just like
Guys,
we're all rich.
you're gonna feel dumb when I'm right.
I hope I do.
If I do, I'll be okay with that.
Although I will never get to play Half-Life 3 in that case because I'm not buying a computer and I'm not buying a Vive.
You will.
You will. You will.
I will be more responsible
Wait,
with my money.
would you? Would you?
What?
If Half-Life 3 came, because you love Half-Life.
I do.
Would you? If Half-Life
I
3
just
came
hope
out,
they
How many
release it on-
$1,000 investment would that have to be
I just hope that they
to get
release
to the
it.
Vive?
to get a new computer that can run a Vive?
Oh, it's like 18.
And
it's like
a Vive.
1,700 at least.
How much is the Vive?
That's 1,700 total. The Vive is like $800. 800. And then you have to buy a new PC, and that's like 900 if you want one that's like compatible.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
It's 1,800.
I would hope they just release it on consoles on the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
PlayStation VR is not strong enough, man. They gotta have that room scale. You know, it's got that room scale stuff.
I just want to play it on my Xbox. I'll play it on my freaking phone.
What? Ew, I don't want to do
I
that.
don't care.
I don't want to play it on my phone. I wouldn't. The only thing that goes on my phone is Clash Royale. That's it. That's all I play.
What's that? Is that Clash of Clans?
It's kinda.
It's from the
It's
makers
from Clash of
of-
Clans.
From the makers of your favorite game,
Clash of Clans.
comes Clash
Imagine.
of Clans with different colors.
No, with different. I'm
that
not
was
gonna argue
that was
with you.
boom. That was boom beat. This is a different game.
This is the
entirely.
same. Your same characters, but now in an RTS
A
setting.
different camera perspective.
Do you like tower defense?
No.
Well, then we don't have a game for you, Parker.
All right, bye.
That sure was an easy sales pitch I lost. All right.
You gonna look for Martha next?
Well, you know,
Why did you say that name?
man, only a few select number of people are gonna get that reference.
Oh yeah, $170 million
Worth of
or
people.
whatever.
That's
People
like
are
50
not
people.
dollars.
That's like 50 people.
People are not dollars, Ricardo.
People are.
To Batman, they are.
Yeah.
Grimdark.
How many dollars you got?
Remember
Batman when he was a bully.
remember how my parents were killed by guns? I'm having no qualms fucking just icing people in this movie, utilizing guns.
I hate guns, usually.
unless they benefit me because I'm totally in the right with all my actions.
All right, moving on.
Superpower is infallibility.
Moving on.
His superpower is not all Batman.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Dad, come on, we're having fun.
no, stop it. We gotta talk about the Wii U. All right, because the Wii U might be ending production, but
No, it
Nintendo
won't.
came out and was like, nah.
No.
But
Why would they?
Yeah, well, what was the final verdict on that? Because people were like, it's going to end production at the end of the year. And
Nintendo
I'm like, wow.
said no. Themselves.
yeah, they came out and said, no, we're gonna continue production for a short time. Which is a
Until the end
weird
of
way to say it.
January.
Which is a weird way to say it.
I feel like Nintendo is like a person that lives in a van down by the river. Like they don't know what they're
But they
doing.
make cool stuff.
They don't know what they're doing.
You go there and you're like, man,
They
this-
have no life plans, but they
that
have
guy down by the
really
river,
cool stuff.
he makes amazing sushi.
Like, look at that guy's art.
Like his sushi's like weird, but
Yeah.
like it's kind of good.
Is he wearing pants?
And then you go back
I
the
can't
next
use
week
this-
and you're like, hey man, how about some of those that good sushi? And he's like, I'm not making that anymore. I stopped it. It's like, why?
He doesn't
like,
acknowledge that it ever existed.
He's like, everybody loved it. I don't care. We're on to this new thing.
We're done.
We're done with that.
I don't understand. I would like.
You should make a website. You should make a Twitter account. No, nobody does any of that stuff. Who cares about that stuff?
You know, and then you come back and like, you know, I made that Twitter account you guys were talking about. It's all right. It's pretty good. So, like, you want to add me in your friend code? Give me a friend code.
Give me a friend code.
No,
You have
that's
to send
not,
me a DM. I'm
Nintendo,
still
that's
locked.
not how it works.
I'm still locked.
It's
You
very-
have to send me the thing, and if I know you,
It's much easier than that, Nintendo.
Oh,
I don't
man.
understand. So they're gonna
So
stop making the Wii U? What has it been, like a couple of years?
It's been a couple
they're coming
years.
out with the
the NX,
which
I have a feeling the NX is gonna be announced at E3.
that was the
Yeah, but why not
second.
just-
well, it is, but I mean, like,
Which that was the second part of the story was that like two separate photos of leaked
Yeah.
NX controllers came out, and then both of
Those
them
are-
got revealed to. Oh no, these
Yeah,
were
Yeah, are
fake.
completely fake.
They were
Fake.
ridiculous looking.
They looked
they look
dumb,
stupid.
but they also.
Looked like a,
But Nintendo's done enough dumb things that I was willing to be like, oh my god.
I mean, I thought the
is this what
Wiimote.
they're
I thought the
really
Wiimote was
doing?
fake when I first saw it, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't fake. This
See,
is
it's
what
like
we're
that.
still
It's
using.
like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like they like
Yeah.
offhandedly. They're like that uncle that offhandedly says something that's like horribly offensive and racist.
Yep.
And you go,
Oh yeah.
Uncle Nintendo.
I
Uncle Nintendo.
I asked him to watch my son next week.
Cause like I was like, okay, they've done the. I was like running it through my head. I'm like, okay, they did the DS, and then they became the 3DS, and then now they're doing the touchscreen stuff with their home console stuff. What if they stupidly have interpreted that their most successful stuff is just this stuff where you touch the screen, and they got rid of all the buttons, and now you literally
There's no
only
hookups
just
for
do
TVs.
is touch the screen.
It's just a large
I'm
box
like,
you carry
God,
around.
I'm like, oh my god, have they gone that crazy that they're doing this?
It's just a Wii-sized box that you carry around that has a capacitative
The
touchscreen on the top.
Wii Cube.
Yeah, has a
little handle
handle
on the back.
Has the handle.
Oh man.
It's got a bunch of weird ports on the bottom that will never be used for anything.
But it's got a handle.
Yes, that too.
I think there's only one port that was never used. I think it was there was one port because I know one of them was the Game Boy connector.
Mhm.
One of them was the Ethernet cable or like wireless, whatever.
Wasn't
And
there like a little compartment in the bottom that opened up to nothingness?
I know that
Yeah, there was one that just was nothing.
I know the Nintendo 64 had a bunch of stuff on the bottom that you never used because they were gonna have the disk drive.
That's
and
true.
then it's
Yeah.
like
Never happened.
Never happened.
Just use the expansion pack. That was it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Expand that RAM.
That
Yep.
Donkey Kong 64.
Because it's like, oh shit, we made a game that doesn't actually work
Doesn't
on the
work
system.
on our console.
Can we do something?
How did we do this?
Sure, we'll just give them the little thumb tool.
Did you
to
guys not
take
try
out
this
the-
until it was done?
So how much are you gonna charge for this game? Extra $10. I still think that they need to. I think they're gonna make I think the NX might come out this year.
Come out this
I think
year?
it might come out this year.
Wow.
There's nothing
in-
else on the
that
docket.
Would be insane.
There's nothing. Name Wii U games coming down
Star
the field.
Fox.
That's
Zelda.
That's it.
Zelda 2.
Zelda
I mean
2.
Zelda. Zelda,
Zelda,
2.
Zelda on the Wii U.
Zelda Wii U. This is the second in the series.
Zelda Wii U.
Zelda Wii U.
That's already on a virtual console. yeah.
Zelda Wii U.
And the rest.
And the rest.
Paper Mario Color Splash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that
Paper
a
Mario
Wii U
Color
game?
Splash.
Oh.
Duh. Idiot.
it.
Look at all these games.
Mario?
Nope.
Super
Maybe-
Mario
There's
Wii U?
no Super Mario
A
Wii U.
Samus game.
Yeah, Metroid,
That's
not Samus.
That's 3DS.
Wii U Fit.
Wii U Fit
They already
Plus.
have that.
Wii U Fit Plus.
It's already out.
Shut up. Nintendo Land Resort.
I'd buy that.
Pilot Wings 2 with extra time limits.
Yes.
Pilings Plus.
This time you only get to fly for 25 seconds at a time.
It's free to play. We're venturing into that. I just want Miitomo.
You want to try out the hang glider? Get ready for a terrible experience.
All right, let's
All right.
move on. I hate that.
I love that Parker's very honest. It makes me happy.
Yeah,
He just gives his opinion
I'm
right
more
away.
just reinforcing the fact that I have no timing when purchasing like new things, like making major purchases. Because I purchased a PS4, and now it looks like they're gonna make
The
the 4.5, and then I
Bought a Wii U.
just got a Wii U, and then they're like, we're probably not gonna do this.
Yeah, but
for
the games
much
are gonna be
longer.
Yeah, the games are
cheaper.
still gonna be good.
Yeah.
They're still gonna be on it. You know.
Speaking of which, do you have Bayonetta 2 here?
Yeah, you want to
Can
borrow
I
it?
borrow it?
That game's great.
Have what?
Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, you can borrow it.
Cool.
a great
Thanks,
game.
friend.
I bet I would hate that game.
Why? Because it's kind of hard.
It's not even that
It just
hard.
doesn't seem like my type of game.
What are you, Parker? What is your type of game?
Journey,
That game's great.
Okay. Journey's
Mirror's
right.
Edge.
Mirror's Edge is a weird one.
Fez.
Fez.
Like Fez.
Really like
Oh
Fez?
my gosh, love it.
Let's do all the hard
Well,
puzzles.
see, Fez and like Journey are kind of in the same vein. Mirror's Edge is weirding me out a little
I
bit.
really like Mirror's Edge.
Huh, interesting.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Okay, it's a good one. It's better than the new one.
those are some of my
I love just asking people, just like, what's
Those
your
are-
favorite games?
Those are some of my
Oh,
all-time faves.
okay. All right. Really? Mirror's Edge all-time fave?
Yes.
Okay.
It rocked my world. When it
So
came
you
out.
excited for the new one?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm very cautious.
Cautiously excited?
Very
Talk
cautiously
amongst yourselves.
excited.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah, I'm very worried that it's gonna suck.
Dang, I wanted Ricardo around for this next news article.
Well, let's keep talking.
All right, so what other games you want to play, man? What other things you like,
what are some
man?
of my other favorites?
You into rhythm games like Rock Band?
I really did like Rock Band a lot.
Okay.
I used to,
Okay.
and then I just stopped playing it.
I'm making a gamer profile for you on,
Like-
on gamer
Gamers Meet.
gamersmeet.com. It's like you can play a game with people
Yeah.
that are like-minded.
Rock Band is just one of those games that's like when you're sitting playing it by yourself, you feel very lonely.
Really? I play it all the time by myself.
Really?
I felt no loneliness.
I always felt like because I like to play the drums,
I would play it all the time on drums.
and I would be playing it like in my living room by myself, and I'm just like, if anybody saw me right now, I would feel embarrassed.
That's how I feel playing Dance Central.
Yeah,
But that's for a whole nother
yes.
reason.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
how bad that
I've
dancing.
played that a couple of times.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It has to be in a group setting.
See, I don't want to play Dance Central with anyone else because
Really?
dance.
I could only play it with someone else.
Really?
If I just couldn't do it.
See, I'm gonna get so good at Dance Central that I'm gonna show my moves off, and everyone will be like, "Whoa!"
But then, see, you play it, so you get good, right? This happened to me with Rock Band. You get good at the game, and then you play in a group, and you're like really good, and everybody goes, "Wow, you must play this a lot," and you go,
Yeah, I do. I'm a big nerd. What's up? You want to fight? You want to fight?
You want to fight
What
about
do you
it?
What do you do all day? You watch Netflix?
What do
yeah?
you go out and have friends and have a job and exercise? Well, I'm here clicking these buttons. Like,
Well, you know
mad.
what? Hey, drums give you exercise.
I mean,
Look at your skinny figure.
not Rock Band drums. They
Yeah,
don't
that's
really.
true. Not really. You don't have to hit that hard. You still move. You gotta keep rhythm, but
Sort of.
sorta
Like you get your forearms a little
toned.
a little.
A little toned.
I can't think of my other favorite games of all times.
Oh, I know you like the Halo series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I really like Halo, but I wouldn't say that the Halo games are my favorite games. ever.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a lot of posters in your room of Halo.
I'm a very big Halo fan, but
You
I
don't like
still-
the games.
I like the games. Absolutely. I appreciate the world and the story. I'm losing appreciation for it as time goes on, as things get, stretched beyond their
The breaking
capacity.
point?
Yeah.
Well, Mass Effect.
Yeah, I really liked Mass Effect.
Okay.
I didn't play the first one. I played the second and the third ones.
Okay.
And then obviously the ending of the third one was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
The first one has arguably the best story elements in it,
Yeah.
but it's
It plays like
also-
garbage.
it
Yeah,
also
that's why I
plays-
didn't finish
Plays
it.
like
plays real
butts.
bad.
That's why I didn't finish it because it was just
It's not fun to
it was
play.
Like, yeah, it was
That's a game. If I played it again, I'd play it on easy and just be like, "Here we go.
yeah.
We're playing
I
Mass
want to
Effect
listen
now."
to some dialogue.
Pretty much. I'm gonna play this as an adventure game.
Knights of the Old Republic 2. I loved that one.
I still haven't played that one.
I didn't play through the first one, but I did play through the
See,
second
I only
one.
played the first one.
Isn't that funny?
It's weird. how
Isn't
that
that
works.
funny?
And it's funny because you probably played the second one and liked it a lot.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I bet if you talk to anybody who's played both, they'll just be like,
It was
that
him.
was dumb.
Yeah.
This one's so much better.
Matt
Yeah.
actually likes the second one more though.
Does
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He says he realizes there's some flaws with it, but he enjoys like kind of story and characters
We
a
had
little more.
we had a whole like weird podcast discussion.
Yep,
about
we did.
this.
Obsidian is known for taking an existing franchise and making a really good game out of it.
Or like making like a weirder game that kind of is critically like accepted, not like panned, but just
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, this is all right. Like this
Yeah.
is more of the same. But then it gets like a huge cult following. Like
Yeah.
people love Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Love it. And they're
Yeah.
like, Fallout 4 sucks. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I didn't know Fallout Vegas was that good. I thought Fallout Vegas, I didn't play it because I was like, that's that weird,
That
side
other
game.
game.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to play that. But then they made South Park, and that was really
They're
good.
really good at that.
Really?
working within bounds kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess that's a talent.
Yeah.
It's a talent. All right.
Now that
Well,
Ricardo's back, let's go on to the next news
I'm gonna
item.
stop
Why
quizzing
did you
him.
have to wait?
Mainly because
for me?
this is a guessing game. I don't think
Okay.
anyone clicked this news article. So, all right. So
Absolutely did not.
on PC, remember I was
Yes.
talking about the Rock Band 4? Speaking
I'm
of
out.
Rock Band, Rock Band 4.
Okay.
So they have a tier where you can get every single DLC.
A tier like of purchase.
Yes,
Tier purchase
because
tier.
is this on Kickstarter? No, this is
Fig.
on Fig.
Fig, the
What's Fig?
Kickstarter.
Okay,
it's,
so it's
it's
a
like Kickstarter for
I tell you what, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a crowdfunding.
but you can
thing.
invest in it. You actually
But
put money in it.
basically, Harmonix is like, you guys want us to make Rock Band 4 for PC? You gotta
Pay for
show
it.
us that
You
you,
gotta pay
want.
for it.
You gotta
Pretty
show us
much.
that you want us to do it. So,
So does anybody care?
I don't know how it's going
I
right
don't
now.
know.
I should take a look at it here.
but what's the tier?
All right, so the tier
Before I shed one.
is every single Rock Band song.
Of all time?
Ever?
Of all-
From 1 to now?
well, all the DLC.
That's like 4,000 songs.
All the DLC that happened on like the previous consoles and stuff. Like so 3, 2, 1, all that DLC. How much do you think it would cost to buy? Because that's what you get.
$400.
Oh,
$700.
No,
$2,000.
you're closer.
I'm gonna vomit. That's ridiculous. I want to write them an email right now.
It's
Keep going.
$4,000.
It's more than
It's
$2,000.
less than 4,000.
Okay.
It's more than 2,000.
All right,
It's less than four-
give it this answer. We guessed too many numbers already.
2,500. 2,500 for every single song still available in the Rock Band
Do I
store.
get shares?
And
Do I
what
get
else?
stock?
No, you don't get stock. No, you can invest in Fig and can get stock if you want. That's
But
that's
that's
the
even
beauty
more
of Fig.
money.
But then
No.
that's you have to spend like $500 at
No,
least.
I'm just being facetious. Just
Well,
play
I'm being
along.
furious.
How many songs
wait.
is it? Does it say?
It says more than 2,000 tracks.
so
so each-
2,500.
Well, if you think about it,
You're
each
paying a
song
dollar for
song costs about $2 each.
I thought it was like $1 a song.
No,
it
it's a little bit
varies
more.
actually.
It varies. It's the average is like $2.
Nobody wants to play Coheed and
Like
Cambria.
Ashley Simpson's latest single is 98 cents, and
Oh.
Yeah,
you can lip sync to it. Dude.
I forgot about her until yesterday.
Do
Yeah,
a
she's-
hoedown.
Yeah, she sucks, right?
Do a hoedown. Do a hoedown.
Like her career ended after that lip
So there's
sync.
more than 2,000 tracks, $2,500. So you get all the DLC.
You
Do you
get
also get the game?
the game.
No, of course,
and,
yeah,
Do you
and
also get
instruments?
all the instruments?
I don't think you get the instruments.
Any of them?
Doesn't look like that.
Do you get a computer capable of playing this game?
I don't think so.
This is dumb.
I'm feeling angry.
I feel like some people
All-
are getting fleeced.
This Vive
here.
requires a huge rig computer to play, and this
I mean, that's not a big deal
this
for the
stupid Rock Band
My
game
computer
costs
can run the
$2,500, and this is a restrictive hobby, and I don't like it anymore.
Are you done? You done with the games?
I quit.
You
You're
don't.
out.
You don't have to. Get
I'm gonna
it.
start whittling.
Whittling. That's an expensive hobby. You know how much wood costs? You
It's
gotta keep-
freaking free outside.
That's not good wood though. Like you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, that's like playing on a phone and saying like you're a gamer.
Half of the battle is finding good
Hold
wood.
on a second. You're saying that would you just walk
You know
outside?
what? I think you
and
can use an app called Grinder to find good wood.
I don't know if that's good wood.
I was simply gonna say
Use protection, kids.
You say you go outside. What are you saying? Like just wood that you find just out. Like
Is
people
not-
would die to have that wood. And you're saying that it's garbage.
good.
You're saying it's garbage.
You're talking
wood?
about
I'm
my
s-
wood like that?
Look, man, people would be happy to play a phone game if they never seen a game before. But now
A phone
we know,
game is a game, dingus.
But phone games aren't
So
that
you're
good
saying
though.
You're
that-
minimizing the issue.
I'm saying,
You're saying that
that wood is not up to your standard after a while. You know, you get so deep in the
you have
hobby,
so
it gets
much
too
wood in
restrictive.
your hand.
Well, you don't
put so
obviously
much
don't
wood in
start
your
the
hand.
hobby at the god tier. You
Yeah.
I know,
start with
but
a
you know it's
twig.
gonna end up that way. It's
But
gonna
it
end
doesn't-
up that way.
I'm losing it.
And
gonna
then
end up
you're gonna say
Pissing
this
me off, Ethan.
This hobby's too restrictive. I'm gonna.
Once I get to that point, then I'll switch back to gaming. I'll sell
You
all my
starve off.
whittlings,
All your
and I'll have
whittlings.
money enough to buy a stupid computer and buy stupid games. What the hell else
Let's all
happened?
hug each other.
What happened
be
else
friends.
today?
Well, this is the article you posted.
Well, what does it say? I don't remember.
You said that EA
Oh, we don't even have to talk about that.
stuff
It's
was
fake.
leaked.
It's fake.
Is it fake?
Yes.
You want to know? All right.
What was the fake stuff?
the fake stuff? I mean, this all seems kind of legit.
They
Except
on
Tiberium.
NeoGAF, an outline, like a scan of an outline of EA's E3 presentation was
Oh.
leaked. But from
And
what I read before I left work today, the person listed as the host of the event quit the company like 4 months ago. So
That's pretty suspect.
That's pretty suspect. All right, well, let's go with want to read what's on them? Want to talk
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
fake ones? All right, let's go. Mass Effect Andromeda, first thing, number 1, opening with that.
I mean,
Right.
I'd believe
and
that.
Honestly, I
it
believe
lists
that.
a VR demo for that game,
I believe that too.
and it lists that it's going to be on the NX.
That I
it
don't
really?
believe.
Yeah,
Oh, well, see, that's a little.
That-
That's a little weird.
yeah,
Nothing exists on the NX except Nintendo games.
yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I could believe that in the sense that when the Wii U first came out, remember when they were like, developers want to make for this game, like, check
always
out
say that.
Batman Arkham.
They don't know they can't yet.
Yeah,
Check out Batman Arkham. It runs like ass.
yeah. No, it's armored edition.
Batman
shoot,
Arkham
always-
interiors only
All right, where's the next Arkham game?
on rails.
Oh, it's not coming. We got Star Wars Imperial Commando, which
Yeah,
is an unreleased
which is
game.
confirmed to be a real game.
Is it?
Yes,
Is it gonna be like a Republic Commando?
it is a sequel to Republic Commando.
Ooh, that
Like
could be
how
interesting.
EA's at this point is like, we got the license, just
Yeah.
remake
It's
every old
a-
game that people
all the-
love.
Now that I've said it's confirmed,
You know
I'm
what?
doubting myself.
Every single this is a funny thing about this is every single game on this list, this kind of makes me feel like it's fake, is all remakes. They're all sequels or
What are you
something.
talking
Yeah.
about? That's gaming in
That's
2016.
true. I mean, yeah.
But usually there's like a couple like sprinkles of
And an
weird new
EA
things.
conference.
yeah. It's,
Maybe an EA can
It's
also
gonna have
release
like
their,
Need for Speed. It's gonna have like the next Battlefield.
oh, you got one.
It's gonna have like
So
the
Ba-
next
Madden,
the
right?
next FIFA.
Madden.
So
FIFA.
here's one. This is some interesting one. Mercenaries 3.
yeah,
That's on
What?
this list.
yeah, it's on the list.
Remember Mercenaries?
Yes,
Mercenaries was
I
great.
love the original Mercenaries.
And then Mercenaries 2 came out and it's like, oh.
It took forever to come out,
And it was bad.
And it was bad.
Battlefield 5, Eastern Front.
Yeah, that one's like a given.
Is that actually going to be, you think that's going to be the World War II thing? 'Cause they kept talking about it going back to World War II.
Well, there was another leaked document about Battlefield 5 yesterday
Mm-hmm.
that had like 5 expansion packs already planned out.
So many leaks this week, man.
Yeah,
Just leaking all over the place.
but it didn't. I guess it didn't really allude to the actual setting of the base game.
Mm.
One of the map packs was like, all your favorite maps from Battlefield 4. And one of them was like, this is the near future. One of them was, this is on an aircraft carrier. But it was could all have been fake.
It's
What do
probably
I
all
know?
fake. Probably all faked.
Anyway.
Believe nothing.
I'm sure Battlefield 5 will come out.
Actually,
except for the PS 4.5.
frankly, the only Battlefield announcement at this point that I would get excited about is Bad Company 3.
Yeah.
gross. Battlefront Force Conflict.
Force conflict.
Force Conflict. That sounds stupid.
Force conflict.
Force Conflict.
Battlefield. Force conflict.
No,
Front.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, whoops.
Force Conflict.
Force
I meant
Conflict.
Battlefield Star Wars. Force conflict.
There you go. Battlefield 6, Battlefront Force Conflict. It's a single player
Enhanced
campaign,
edition.
supposedly. I mean, these are all dumb. These are all rumors.
Single player campaign for Battlefield.
And it's already been confirmed fake. And the last one is Command and Conquer Tiberium, which
What?
Who
going back
cares?
to that, I love Command and Conquer Generals, and they were gonna
Who
make second one.
cares?
Parker just doesn't like good things. He just likes dumb things.
No,
I love Journey.
I feel like
Journey's one of my favorite games.
I feel like Parker likes what he likes, and then everything else is garbage. He's not willing to
Bingo.
concede that he's not willing to concede that something that maybe he didn't enjoy or didn't get into
Is
was
worth
is
anybody's
worth
time.
anything. He's just like, I didn't play it, so it must be terrible because I'm the greatest.
I think
Well,
we nailed the hit.
I've been put in a nutshell. I'm out of here.
We figured him out. Bring in a new guest.
This one's an asshole.
Oh, but a lovable asshole.
Listen,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
love that asshole.
All right, let's move on to our trailer trash segment, which we just had,
Yeah.
where we just had Parker sit through a bunch of trailers, and he was like, not interested. All these look boring.
Boring.
Said the one I put.
No, even Star Fox looked boring.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Man.
Well, wait, spoiler alert.
Well, we'll start with that one then. Star Fox Zero. They had a nostalgia trip trailer where you just sit there and are like, man, remember Star Fox and all the games that came
They
out?
showed you the same. They showed us the same
Yes,
level
Honest-
8 times.
I was going to say, honestly, it just made me realize how much Nintendo recycles their content.
Yeah.
Over and over.
And I think it was more than 8, but I can only remember 8. And it was the same level. The first level on Corneria.
Star Fox 64, Star Fox.
There's 2
Adventures?
original Star Foxes.
No, there wasn't. There was
Yes,
one.
there were 2 listed that were on the Nintendo Super Nintendo.
Star Fox and Lilac.
No, I'm right.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Whatever,
Star
man.
Fox 2 almost
1,
happened.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 25, 30. Star Fox Infinity.
There's a lot of Star Foxes. They showed them all, and then you remember that dinosaur planet existed.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a weird Star Fox.
And they went right back to the
They
formula.
went right back to the formula of just making the same game over and over again.
And
But
everybody whined and cried when the dinosaurs showed up.
just looking at Star Fox Zero, the end, I'm like, man, they just pull on those nostalgia strings. Like, man, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I
game.
want to get it.
But I have a feeling it might not be good.
I really want to get it on sale, but Nintendo games never
Never
go on
go
I
on
know that's the
sale.
problem.
Yeah, like I
It's a
recently
smart strategy
I
though.
hate it.
I recently bought Hyrule Warriors, and I thought it was gonna be like lower in price
Yeah.
because it's been out forever.
It's
and
$50.
then It's like
Or
nope,
$60 or whatever they
too
charge
much
now.
for it. Yep.
What
They're
a
trying to
shame.
justify the cost of Star Fox Zero by including some other game called Star Fox. What was it?
Guard?
Star Fox Guard, which I've never heard
Yeah, I
of.
don't know
what
anything about
is.
that.
Yeah.
Should look that up.
And it wasn't explained at all in the trailer.
But I guess it's like another game, so it's worth $60 now.
sure.
I mean, they're just making
I'm
the
gonna
same one again.
because I love Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna feel bad about buying.
Just like you're gonna feel bad about seeing a bad movie.
Yeah, like a bad movie about Batman and Superman. At least that was like fun to like look at with my eyeballs.
Jack.
Star
What?
Fox Zero would probably be fun.
What?
The guy.
The guy that got his legs hurt was called Jack.
No, it was the guy.
Jax from
no,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, instead of getting metal arms, he got metal legs.
He kicks the shit out of everybody.
He was like, oh shit. This thing's on top of me, Mr. Wade.
I'll save you. You'll be all right. He's like, no, I don't need your help.
Oh, there's a little girl over there. Yeah.
That was death knell.
No, Jack was the guy in the building that stays in the building when it collapses.
Right. Bruce is like, get everybody out, and the guy's like, hey, everybody, we should leave.
And then he stays for some reason, and then you're supposed to feel like really connected to his death.
And we're like, Jack,
Just
why didn't you leave?
Just because Bruce is like, Jack! And I'm like, who the fuck was that guy?
Jack. Who's Jack? Hey,
You don't
everybody,
make jack shit anymore.
everybody, I know that the city's been exploding for like 25 minutes, but Bruce just called and said we should leave. So
Yep.
Hey, you
Whatever
know that
you're-
corporate culture, man. You,
whatever
gotta
you're
rise to the
doing,
top.
finish it up, finish your coffee, and then head
You
downstairs.
don't have to worry about getting fired if you leave anymore.
The
Bruce
boss
said it's
called.
okay.
It's fine.
Also, for some reason, he's not in his superhero persona
This
that he's
whole
been
time-
doing for 20 years.
This whole time,
supposedly.
Jack's been like, ignore the laser beams. We're working through it.
We have to get these sales reports out.
Get that TPS report done.
today.
All right,
Wayne doesn't take slack.
Jack,
all right.
he was my best accountant.
If you want to hear more about discussion about Batman v Superman, stay
That's
tuned to
too
the end of the
bad.
podcast because it'll be there. Dark Souls 3.
I'm really excited for this. This was also kind of a nostalgia trailer because they
They just
take it
showed
back to
old-
the
yeah,
first
they showed
Dark
old
Souls.
Dark
and
Souls
they're
and
like,
like-
4 or 5 years ago.
Remember that game? Yeah, the game's not that old. It's weird how many
Long
games have
time
come
ago.
out of Dark Souls and it's been around for like
Not very long.
not long at all.
and yet
They
it's a
churn 'em
weird.
out.
It's a weird one that there hasn't necessarily been like serious fatigue with.
Yeah, it's just weird. People
Like
just love
actually,
hard
you know what?
games.
Dark Souls 1, everybody, it came out after Demon Souls, which that's another one that came out that's technically not part of the same series, although it totally is.
Isn't it like exactly the same game?
Yeah. And then Dark Souls came out, and then Dark Souls 2 came out, and people were like, this is good, but still not, it's whatever. And then Bloodborne came out literally right after that, and everybody's like,
Is that by
"Oh,
the same
man."
people?
Yep. They're like, oh man, this game's so good. And then they're like, guess what? Dark Souls 3.
Guess what? This was the same game you were playing before, except this time it's set in weird London.
I love Bloodborne so
I love Weird London.
Instead of weird old London, it's
Oh.
weird sort of contemporary Sherlock Holmes London.
It's like Industrial Revolution.
But
Weird.
with monsters.
Steampunk
HP.
Sherlock.
And
HP
Cthulhu.
Lovecraft
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, that game looked all right. I mean, I just look at it.
It doesn't
I'm like,
do anything for you?
me, I just really need to play the old Dark Souls and see if they're for me.
They're not.
They're
I
not.
feel like you might as well just play
Just start now. Yeah, it's not like
Because this one's going to have the best mechanics
Yeah.
and stuff.
you should. Yeah, you can't go back to like number 1 because it's like
but people keep
janky.
saying the first one is like good.
yeah. People
first
say a
one's
lot of dumb
great.
stuff.
The first one's great, and 2 is
I have
good.
the first one.
Oh, okay. If you have the first one,
There's
then
nostalgia
play it.
glasses. I
I
told
have
my
two.
friend to go
Now.
through and play Half-Life 2, and because he's like,
The game does not.
"What's the
age
best
very
game
well.
in all
I
history?" I'm
love-
like, "You should probably play Half-Life 2." And like he played through it, and he goes, "Why did you tell me to play this?" And like I watched him play it, and I was like, "You're right. I shouldn't have told you to play this."
See, I told my roommate to play Half-Life 2, because this is one of my favorite
Yeah,
games of all time.
yeah.
And then I was watching him play it, and I was super hyped to watch him
Really?
play it because I was just like, oh my god, this game's so
See,
good.
I totally empathize. Like every time he got stuck, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You'd get stuck on that. Oh yeah, you got to do this one little specific thing. I got.
Yeah, I feel I'm on the camp that Half-Life 2 didn't age as well as everyone.
No, it didn't.
thought it did.
It didn't.
Screw you.
It was a feat. It's
was a great
it's a
game.
milestone in my gaming.
Fantastic game.
My gaming history.
Has not ages.
But yeah,
It's not like a horrible game to play. It's not like aged like completely
no, but
poorly,
like
but it's
if I had a
definitely-
kid right now and he was like, "Dad, what was your favorite game when you were a kid?" and I'd be like, "It was Half-Life, but you shouldn't play it." You wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like a kid. It's before your time.
You don't know what's good for
Is
you,
that
kid.
like Minecraft?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, the next one was 1979 Revolution, which is about the Iranian Revolution, which is actually very interesting because it's kind of like it looked like a Telltale type game where you're like making choices and doing stuff. but
Making
it's-
choices.
You're like a photographer.
You're a
or
photographer and you like have to decide if you want to like spread propaganda
Indirect gameplay.
in Tehran, Iran.
It looked
Um,
interesting. It also looked really rough.
Yeah, it looked a little janky. I mean, it's one of those indie games that kind of, I mean, it's made by Ink Stories.
Ink Stories?
I have never heard of them. I'm curious though, that it seems like it's got tackling some subject matter that totally is right up my alley of like, I like games that push boundaries and do weird stuff.
If it teaches me about the Iranian Revolution, I'm in. Because I played Valiant Hearts and it taught me all about World War I and I loved it.
That
Valiant Hearts, I loved that game.
game's really good.
Yes.
And it has that little button and you click the history channel. and
Yeah.
you're like,
There-
whoa.
oh man, I love that.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Seeing this though reminded me that supposedly Telltale is unveiling a new engine with their Batman game.
Yeah, that's
Good.
what I hear.
Finally.
Finally, because I was
Engines.
already imagining, I'm like, what is this gonna look like in the same weird like engine?
Oh, it's
Weird,
gonna look
yeah.
like butt. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look very stiff and janky and
Yeah.
poorly animated.
Do you think much is going to change, really?
Probably not.
Like, it's the
They
animations
probably
that are the
changed. They
problem.
probably
And the animation takes a
changed-
lot of time. That's a time thing. More than
Yeah.
the,
They probably changed the engine from like Jurassic Park to like The Walking Dead, and yet you look at those two
they're
games, and
exactly the
it's like
same.
it looks like the
yeah,
same
it's
thing.
true. Wonder if they're ever gonna do mocap because like Life is Strange in mocap.
It's
It
just
looked
like,
pretty good.
Life is
you could just
Strange
get somebody to
looks like
walk a lot.
garbage.
But it looks like garbage. But the animation's way better than Telltale.
That's
Yeah.
fine, but it looks like.
I'm just saying.
Also,
It's
that
good.
one guy's voice acting. Is
I didn't.
garbage.
I almost bought that game, Life is Strange, but then I just thought I better not waste the money.
You might like it. It's
I'm afraid. Everybody, I've heard really good things, and every time I hear really good things about a game and I play it, I
You're
don't
always
like
let
it.
down.
Yeah.
See, I heard like really good things about that game, and I love those type of games. And then I watched somebody play like a later chapter in the game,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is boring.
Yeah,
Like,
I
this
think
is
it would be boring. I couldn't finish
And
The
that
Walking
guy's
Dead
voice
because it was
acting
too
is
boring.
Oh, you can finish
garbage.
Walking Dead? You probably
So,
would
yeah,
like
you
this
couldn't
game,
even
then.
you couldn't finish the Walking
But you
Dead.
like
which
Valiant
is-
Hearts? Weird.
Yeah, like
Huh.
because you do stuff in Valiant Hearts.
You do
You
stuff
make a
on-
difference. World War
Like
I.
you actually do
guess.
things, and then like in Walking Dead, it's like, oh no, push A. Oh
Push it a
crap!
lot.
Oh crap! Look right. Oh man, there's a zombie. But all right, well this is supposed to happen, so I don't know. Push Y. Do you love this little girl? You better, because she'll remember. Don't guilt me, Walking Dead.
That game's great.
Don't
Walking
guilt
Dead
me.
is
That game's great.
But Life is Strange always looked like garbage to me.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like garbage.
It
think
visually
it
looks
looks
like
nice.
It
garbage.
looks terrible.
I think it looks nice.
It looks
It's
bad.
points.
The
Points looks
character
nice.
models, which is 90% of you're gonna watch these character models talking to one
I'll say the
another,
lip syncing is bad.
look like stupid garbage. Fuck that game.
Stupid
All right,
garbage.
All right. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm just saying I like that game. It was fun. Total War Warhammer, which I
This was
still
a-
think they should call Total Warhammer.
Yes, I'm in that
Stupid.
same boat.
Hey, now what is Total War?
So Total War is, have you ever played Civ?
no,
It seems not up your alley because it seems like it might be. You look
is
at it
that
and
the
go,
one where
"That's
you
boring."
like do boring stuff?
Yeah.
Where you
I
like don't
like
really
Civ.
play and you like click it?
Yeah, you click it a lot and you click the buttons and you move
So
around.
dumb. Those are the dumbest kinds of games.
Best games. So it's like that, but then when you actually attack someone,
actually get to play?
it goes into like an RTS
No.
mode. You got to control a million dudes.
So you still also don't get to play.
no, you control millions of dudes. and
That's
they all
not
fight
playing.
dudes.
And then after you do that, you zoom into like one dude,
And you
he's
actually
like-
fight.
and
That's
he's
what
like,
I'm
"Oh,
into."
I'm dead. And then you
So
zoom
you like
into the
controlling
next
one
dude.
person.
Yeah.
You don't like commanding armies?
No, maybe we could do both.
What?
Like move the army, and then also you get to play.
There was a game called Men of War that did that.
Yeah.
Sucked.
There was a
It's
game
that's
called
a credible idea.
Brutal Legend that did that.
Yeah.
Really?
Nick kind of.
Did they actually do that?
Yeah, Brutal
Yeah.
Legend. It was basically an RTS, but you
And then you
controlled
actually got to
your
do it.
guy.
See, now
and
that's a
you were
game.
Like, "Bleh." I actually really liked
It was okay.
Brutal Legend's multiplayer. I thought it was
an
really
okay.
fun.
It had great art style.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I was really excited. I was like, oh man, I get to finally see what Total War Warhammer looks like. And it was just concept
Just
art.
a bunch
and I
of
was
scrolling
really
concept art.
Pissed off how this Master Necromancer I don't care about. I just want to see how crazy the map looks.
And instead, we got one small graveyard with an animation.
Yep.
And I was like,
Where he
wow.
goes,
It was like, we did a lot of different drawings for this one guy.
and then he goes,
He's like, and then all the zombie friends are like, they came out. And then Parker, for some reason, really liked the sword swinging animation.
He's like, that guy sucks at swinging swords. Like, he's
The
happy
zombies
dead.
are like
He's a zombie.
flopping and flailing.
Half their muscles are gone.
Wearing knickers.
I'm so excited for that game.
Son, my friends.
So hyped.
I'm a zombie.
Then we watched Ratchet and Clank, which is a story trailer about the story.
Ratchet.
About the story for the game, for the movie based on the game series.
The
So-
game based on the movie.
So it's like the weirdest reboot.
based on the game.
It's like
Yeah.
throwing a boomerang and being like, God, God. And
Based
you
on the
throw it
fan
again.
I was like, did you become Scottish for a second? You know, like there's this the
Wait, there's a bloody boomerang.
There's a boomerang coming right at me.
If you had the chance to throw a boomerang, would you?
Would you? Speaking of not that good things,
I never played Ratchet and Clank. You guys sound like you played it.
I played a bit of one, yeah.
I've played like 4 or 5 different Ratchet and Clank games and liked them all.
You like them all?
That's too
Yeah,
many
and in fact, the
games.
one that I liked, the one that I liked the most and actually beat, because it was the only one I actually ever owned, was Deadlocked. Do you remember Deadlocked? It was the like, this is the gritty. This is like the gritty
Ratchet and
one,
Clank.
I never owned a
Where
PS3, so
where Ratchet's gonna wear a helmet.
Look at this
and
cute robot.
He's gonna look like Clank he's locked. Like
And dead?
basically the idea is that
this
they
is like the Jack PSP
they go
game.
to jail.
Jack.
They go to jail. They basically go to jail. And
It
they're
is like the
forced-
Jack PSP
and they're
game.
forced to do gladiator fights essentially to
yes,
get out of there.
Of course.
So Clank is not allowed to be with Ratchet, and Ratchet is put in this crazy suit with a helmet where you don't see his fuzzy, crazy face,
Oh,
like this
man.
cartoon thing. And then you just shoot a bunch of guys.
So like, trust us, this is Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
Ratchet Deadlocked. Look
I
it
tell
up.
you what, I don't care one single bit about that.
What? Say it ain't so.
But Ratchet and Clank, this looked kind of dumb just because it's like, just give me another Ratchet and Clank game. Don't give me this weird like tie
Pseudo remake
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be really watered down and like not as good.
You think Insomniac Games would do that to you?
Probably.
Water you
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Water it down.
What else does Insomniac make besides Ratchet
Sunset
and Clank?
Overdrive.
Oh yeah.
Sly Cooper.
That's why that all that
Did
grinding
they
on
make
there.
Sly Cooper?
And that one where you're the electricity guy.
Was there?
Infamous.
Infamous.
Oh yeah.
Every game where you grind across the city is Insomniac.
Sonic Adventure 2.
That's their only mechanic.
Running around at the speed of sound.
Gotta go fast.
But fuck, was there a Sly Cooper game for PS4? Was the last one on PS3?
No, there isn't one for
PS3
PS4,
one, right?
but I think there's one coming.
There was one on PS3 though, right?
I
Like it was
love-
I knew it was like
I
No,
watch.
it was like a remake.
Watch. It's gonna
A
be.
bundle.
There was a new one though.
there was a new one. I thought it was on PS3.
There was. It was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Insomniac. It was like a weird side studio that made it.
I don't know.
Because they
I
were
didn't
too
know.
busy
I never
they
had
were too
nostalgia.
busy making Sunset
Making
Overdrive.
Insanium. What's that game called? Infamous.
Insanium.
That's how Parker's feeling right now.
I'm Cole from Insanium.
All right, with that, it's the end of our trailer trash and the end of this podcast.
Well, we didn't pick a trailer trash winner.
Oh, you're right.
Does it pick a winner?
Yeah.
Out of that,
So it
group of
doesn't have to-
losers?
So it doesn't have to be the best trailer. It's just the one you enjoyed the most.
Or like
I'm
the one that
abstaining.
was most.
You can't
You
abstain.
can't abstain. You have to pick one.
All right, the best trailer was Dark Souls
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
because it didn't feature any in-game stuff.
It did though.
It was all pre-rendered awesome cutscenes.
No, there was a lot of in-game stuff there.
You're right, I just didn't look at it.
His brain just shut off. It's just like, this isn't worth storing. It just stares at a blank wall. Just absorbs this blank wall instead.
I was just appreciating the photons.
Star Fox almost had me. but I'm gonna go with Dark Souls, mainly because I could recite the lady's monologue in the beginning.
Yeah, that was weird. I like how you did that in my ear. That was weird.
Recycled content for a trailer.
I know. Who would do that?
Lazy.
Star Fox wins. That's my favorite.
Fuck you.
That game was alright. It made me kind of more excited for Star Fox than I should be because it's probably not gonna be good.
Oh, it'll be perfectly
It'll
fine.
be fine.
It'll be perfectly fine.
I don't know. I've heard bad things. We'll see.
From whom?
People who played it at E3 say that the
But the game wasn't. It was like 2 years out of the gate there.
yeah, it's true. It could be better.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The people playing at a preview build at a thing where there's like a lot of loud noises and
Yeah.
you can't really focus on what
Alright.
the game is.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
When does it
We'll
come
see in
out?
a few months.
12th, April 12th.
Yeah, wow, that's soon.
That's also when Dark Souls comes out?
Oh man, those two
And
games
that must be
just
when
overlap.
the Destiny thing drops too.
Oh my God.
April 12th.
update.
April 12th.
That's what the Destiny thing is. You can now fly the ships around in a weird shoot 'em up.
It's a Star Fox Destiny crossover.
Prepare to Die edition.
Enhanced edition.
Enhanced.
Enhanced Prepare to Die edition. 0. You.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the podcast. Go to our Facebook if you want. I got some sick Evo video going up, or it's already up. Although I feel like it's been made irrelevant by now, looking at the combo lists that they let you go through, and well, it's not completely relevant.
No,
the
Bro,
combo
what are
lists
you
that
even
have gone
talking
through.
about?
I made a the Road to Evo videos that I've been making.
Okay.
Where
you learning how to play fight games?
Yes, learn how to play fight games.
Yeah.
Learn how to fight man. So I would do that. I got one of those up. Got a Mario Breakers up that's new. And I think that's all. We may have some other stuff coming, of course. Don't know what.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
I'm just looking at Ricardo saying, "Where's those articles? Where's those articles?"
Where's those articles?
You want one about Monster Hunter and how it's great?
Yeah.
We already got one of those.
Give an op-ed.
You want one about
All right, what about Dark Souls?
Dark Souls and how I
Sure, let's do it.
love it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Shit,
Let's do
fuck
it.
you.
You got it. It's
Thousand,
down.
1,000 words.
It's on a podcast. It's sealed now. You can go to our Twitter, go to iTunes, please. Give us a 5-star rating if you can, and leave a review. And that's the most helpful if you enjoy this podcast. Also, tell your friends about our podcast because we are a pretty neat little podcast. if I say so
You're saying
ourselves.
you're neat? You're calling yourself neat?
I thought
Yeah,
you were
I
gonna
am.
go like the humble way and be like,
We're really great, and so
be like,
please.
because we're a small little podcast, so
Yeah,
like it
trying
really
to
helps.
build fan
Every
base.
single thing
I was
that you
getting
can do
there, but I
helps.
got interrupted by my guest that are not
"'Cause
so
we're
neat.
awesome."
Every referral really helps us out.
Everything helps, guys.
Yeah, you're like, we're already pretty good, so just like listen.
Like, I don't think we need to change anything about our podcast. We just need like people to listen, yo.
Yeah, pretty strong podcast. You all should listen to us every week.
Take us out, Ricardo.
All right. Thank you for listening to our Pixel Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Pixel_Legend.
I know you're,
No better way to plug your thing than incomprehensible English.
I'd say take us out, not go through the plugs.
Oh, sorry. Also, everybody have a good night and evening. Good night.
Hello. This is a section of the podcast that Ricardo and Parker talk about Batman v Superman. If you're sensitive to spoilers, please don't listen to this next section because they basically spoil most of the movie. Thanks. Enjoy.
Or, oh, I was telling him also that apparently Batman's the Punisher. Just straight up fucking kills people. Just
he full on flattened 2 cars full of people. Like killed
and just
them,
straight up blew up
murdered
cars
them.
with people on the back where it was like you never see them jump off the car. It's just they fucking blow up.
He hits a car full of people and then tows it behind him for like a long distance and it's flopping around and flying.
And then he launches it at another car and it lands on top of it and with people clearly in it going, "Oh God, I'm out the window!"
Both
Jesus.
cars.
Yeah, and the car that was flattened also had people in it.
That's just supposed to make you question, like, who is the good guy?
I suppose.
Who is the good guy?
Nobody really in this
No.
one.
Yeah, nobody really does anything too
This is a lot of
heroic.
shades of gray.
I don't get it.
Just drives me absolutely crazy.
Nobody does
feels like
anything
It
heroic.
feels like I have the flu when I watch a movie that's just full filter all the time.
Oh, does it
Again,
have
like
actually like a heavy like gray filter over it?
God,
it's
yeah.
got
There's-
like a weird.
There's blue filter scenes and
Yeah.
there's orange filter scenes.
Ooh, those are the prettiest colors.
That's basically it. Like there's no natural. Superman basically would. Superman and Batman next to each other look like they're wearing the same color.
My
suit.
favorite, yeah, honestly, they do. My favorite characters were Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne when he's trying to be like, I'm dumb, Bruce Wayne. I'm just like a stupid Playboy guy.
He was only Bruce Wayne.
like in one
briefly.
scene, yeah.
Like, and
where he
then-
was like, "Oh, Daily Planet, I forget? Do I own you guys
Yeah,
or what?"
and that was it. And then all of a sudden he's like,
and then 2
"Now
seconds
I'm
later,
smarter
he's like,
than
Alfred
downstairs."
Oh, Alfred was okay. Jeremy Irons as
Yeah.
Alfred. He wasn't really Alfred.
wasn't really in it.
He's just
And-
like, oh, I'm fucking the guy back at base camp, and I'm doing a bunch of shit.
It was just so. And then the Flash and
That was fucking
Cyborg,
weird.
The Flash is in
and
there, and
Aquaman.
The Flash is in it in 2 separate
They
parts.
are like they're YouTube videos that Wonder Woman watches.
Yeah, that's the all 3 of them. But then Flash, I guess, kind of is in another part too, sort of.
How?
Where,
Oh,
like,
is that him?
Yes, where Bruce
Why is
is
he wearing
like,
a mechanical helmet?
because they're fucking stupid and they redesigned it. So they redesigned his suit.
I thought
so
that
like-
was Red Hood.
No, I think that's Flash. And he's like talking. That scene has Bruce waking up from a dream sequence to another dream sequence,
Double
and then
dreams.
waking up from that dream sequence.
He wakes up from a dream sequence that has it's The Dark Knight Rises with the roles reversed.
Yes.
Then he wakes up to
Is it literally Dark Knight Rises?
no, but
Oh.
it's Batman wearing his Bane trench coat in the desert doing
Oh.
army stuff.
It's like the writers played Injustice right before that and was like, we should totally put
What
that
if-
in the movie.
what if this happened?
Where like Superman's a weird dictator
What was
guy.
it supposed to show us? Like his fear, that was his fear of the world becoming
I was
a desert.
I don't think Zack Snyder knows what dream sequences are because according to him, they can show you glimpses of the future. You can interact with them, and they have a dialogue.
They tell the future
and they,
maybe.
and they unlock like new parts of your brain, like and say thoughts that you would never have said, despite the fact that it's you. You're having the dream sequence.
And then is the Flash like? Did he go back in time and also
thing
go
is,
into
like,
Dream World?
That's what's so weird.
can do that,
is I
man.
don't know.
That's how he got into the
'Cause Flash
Supergirl
can,
universe.
The Flash can no, but it's not that guy.
No, it's a new guy. He
It's a
kind of looks
different-
like Kylo Ren.
He kind of looks
Wait,
like
really?
a
They have a
douche.
different dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like a
Oh.
what is he? He's got olive skin and like a kind of a patchy
Yeah.
goatee kind of thing and long hair.
And like in his video, in his YouTube video,
Sounds like he skateboards.
in his YouTube video, he's like at a convenience store,
He buys
looking all
milk at the
cool, and he's
convenience
like,
store.
"I'm gonna
Oh,
get
okay.
some
You're
milk."
talking about the one in the Batman vs Superman. I was talking
Yes.
about the CW show.
Oh
where they
no,
actually had the
that
no.
guy.
crossover.
I actually
No.
like Grant Gustin.
Yeah, no, but I thought they got it because I know he jumps into the parallel universe.
I thought he was going to be in the movie universe.
No.
No, and they're recasting like Arrow when they eventually introduce him too.
That's
Okay,
kind of lame.
That is kind of lame. Whereas like Marvel's just like, nope, everything we do, it's all in the same thing.
Yeah,
Unless
they
you're
let-
you're an X-Man.
They let actors cross
Unless
over
you're
from
an
the
X-Men.
show to the.
Yeah, unless you're an X-Man,
Then you stay
Then
away.
you basically
have
just
to-
live in the ether.
Yeah. Then you have Oscar
Fox.
Isaac as
You can only appear in groups of 3 or less.
The budget for it.
What a movie.
Yeah, I would not recommend spending $20 on it.
Is that how much you spent on it?
Yeah, I went to a
Actually, I
nice
don't know how
theater.
much I spent
went to
on
a
it
nice
because
theater.
my brother just bought the tickets and was like, "Are you here yet?" I'm like, "There's fucking traffic."
I took my little cousin for his birthday.
Perfect
he
for
really wanted to
kids.
see it, and I mean, we all enjoyed it. Me, Chris's brother, my girlfriend, and her brother, and my cousin, and we had fun together watching the movie.
But then,
Afterward, we were all we were all in the car, and we were like, "Was that bad?" We're like, we're not sure yet.
and then you thought about it more. And you're
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Like it was fun-ish.
There
to
were a few
watch.
points in the movie where I was just like, I looked over at my brother and I was just like, "What the fuck? Like, what? This movie's weird."
Around minute 6 or 7 of the dream sequence, I was like, "Is this the movie now?"
Yeah, that
The
was
whole
weird.
movie's in. Is that why it lasts? Is it 3 hours long or is it 2.5
It's
hours?
2.5. That was
But-
the other thing. Like, there's the ending is like the Return of the King ending. It ends like 4 times before the movie actually ends.
And then when it ends,
it's just kind of like
you're like you're like just about to come, and then they're like, it's over.
It's over.
And then you just feel bad afterwards.
Yep.
But from what I understand, there's going to be a 3-hour-long ultimate cut that comes out on Blu-ray.
Whoa, that
I
sounds
don't
amazing.
know if adding
I hope
more
it has
to
at
that,
least 3 more dream
I don't
sequences.
know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if adding. Dude, those dream sequences were fucking weird. Bruce
Yeah.
is on drugs.
Bruce is messed up, and he's an alcoholic, but we never see him drink. But
He
he's
has
also,
sex with a lady, but you don't really ever see who the lady
he does
is.
who?
Like the time he wakes up from the dream sequence, there's like a lady laying next
What?
to him.
I
Yeah,
didn't notice that.
exactly because she never says anything and she never gets up.
Women
And
should
then-
be in the background.
and then Alfred shows up later and
I
is
thought
like,
it was just him and Alfred talking in his room.
no, but
There was a lady in there.
there was a lady in the scene right before that, and then by the time Alfred comes over, she's gone.
That
But-
doesn't make any sense. And he lives in like the middle of Twilight Forest
yeah.
with Bella and Edward. It's
Yeah.
like misty mountaintops. Also, Metropolis and what's the city? Gotham
They're just across.
are
from-
across the bay.
Yeah, I heard they're
from
like
each
Oakland.
Like, you could
and
play
they're like,
catch
yeah,
with the guy across the bay with it.
They're like
Oh,
Oakland and San Francisco or
so
something.
stupid.
What was I'm still not sure how long Batman's been around in this universe.
Well,
Because like I was telling him about
Alfred said 20 years.
Jesus Christ. Because I was telling him about the opening sequence.
You had a
And-
great description.
Like I was telling him about the opening sequence where like Bruce just comes down on a helicopter and it's like it's the end of Man of Steel. What the fuck?
Yes.
And then, but like I was like, if he was Batman, why didn't he just show up as Batman?
Like, show up as Batman and be like, I'm gonna help. No, he wanted to drive around in like some weird concept ugly car.
Yeah, and then there's a guy that had a beam lying on top of him, and then like a little girl that he saved, and then he was mad.
He hugged that little girl and was like, I don't know.
And then he was mad, and then it's like when they show like, oh, and he's Batman too, by the way, and it makes it seem like, oh, that's the inciting incident that makes
Like,
him
made
Batman.
him Batman.
But then it's like, no, he's
He
been
had already
around.
been Batman.
Just like,
and
I don't
instead of
get
taking,
it.
I feel like
the
isn't that a thing
Batwing-
though that like gets him out of retirement though? Like isn't
Well,
that
they
kind
could've
of
But
like,
they
said
don't
that. They don't
suggest
say
that.
that.
Oh,
They
really?
never even
He
suggest
that's what I
that.
just
He doesn't
assumed.
look retired. He's like in his prime.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
man.
just slightly gray haired, like salt and pepper.
Yeah, like he
Whatever.
has. Yeah, he has like J. Jonah Jameson gray sides.
Which you
But
see
he, like-
clearly when Flash is like, "Dream, I'm in a dream sequence. You're right, Bruce."
This doesn't make sense yet. Just wait a few years and give us some more money, and we'll explain it.
Bye.
What's
Oh,
funny?
God,
What's funny though is
I'm
this
awake.
like this has made a huge impact box office wise. So they're totally
Isn't that
gonna.
funny?
Yeah.
Well, it had a brutal advertising, and you know what? Everyone I've talked to has always been like, "Hey man, did you see it?" And I'm like, "No, I don't really want to." I heard it wasn't very good. Like I want to,
Mhm.
but not like paying $20.
See,
Like
that's
I'll
the
see it on
thing,
like a small screen.
Is my principles aren't that strong that I'm like, I don't want to give this bad
Yeah, I
movie
don't know.
money. I'm
Yeah,
just like, I have to know.
it's just a-
I
it's just a
morbidly
movie.
have to know why.
It's not like
What if they made it bad on purpose? So you have to.
I think it.
I don't think they could.
All evidence points to.
I think Zach Snyder, like when he was making it, was just like, man, I'm a fucking genius.
Yes.
I'm the best.
I'm gonna compare Superman to a god literally every chance I get,
Yeah.
like multiple times a minute.
Yep.
Batman's just gonna kill people. Fuck, that's funny.
Oh, Superman kills people too.
Well, yeah, but
Like everybody dies.
that's not his
So,
code though. Like Batman's. That's the thing is like Batman's character's like, oh, I'm never killing you.
They make a point near the end where like the final battle is, where they who Superman like brings the bad guy back or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
They land back in the city for the fight, and they make a very clear point to
Mm.
say he landed on an island where no one lives.
Yes, no. They also like Anderson Cooper, because Anderson Cooper's in this movie
He
for
has
some
an
reason.
extensive
Is like there's a part where the big bad guy, who is it? Fucking is like in part of the city, like in part of a business like district of the city, and he's like, good thing it's like after hours. The city is nearly empty, and I'm just like, oh, okay. They really didn't want to make the same thing as last time. Of been like
Batman is involved in the exact incident that traumatized him so much
Yep.
that he's like, but this time he's like, okay, well, I'm in.
Yep.
Sounds great.
For a brief moment, he does the Dark Knight Returns pose.
Which one is that?
You know, on the
When
cover
does he
where he's
do
like
that?
sitting on the building, kind of vertical, and has his hand pointed
Oh,
down.
he's jumping through the
Yeah.
air and there's like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Does he do
Oh,
that?
he
Why
does
does
it
he
for
do
just
that?
a quick second.
I heard you say Dark Knight Rises, and I was like, what?
Returns.
No,
Yeah,
Dark Knight
Returns. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
During the last fight with whatever that guy's name is, the bad guy, what's his name?
Doomsday?
Abomination from the Hulk.
Oh, fucking cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
Is that what he looks like? Man.
He looks
Batman,
like-
like,
looks like
obviously
Cave Troll.
can't fight this thing because he's just a dude. So like he gets shot with like a laser beam right off the bat and like starts zipping and dodging with his
Yeah.
battering thingamajig, and he does a very quick pose where some lightning flashes and he does the pose and then
Dude,
moves
I didn't
on.
even notice that.
I was
Oh,
like-
wait, actually, I think I know what you're talking about. And then Wonder Woman's just like, I'm gonna fuck this thing
Wonder
up.
Woman's like, I'm magic. Don't ask.
What a Mary Sue.
I'm magic. I'm not gonna explain myself to anyone.
Nope.
That's what you gotta wait for the movie. You can give him more money and you'll find out. You
Her
got it all.
sword was cutting through this guy like no problem.
Yeah.
Also,
She
he was
could've-
kind of like Cell, where like every time he would get hurt, he would gain that power.
Yeah.
Like she cut his
And he
arm off
could-
and he got a
she
bone
coulda-
knife that he never.
Cool.
Oh, he did use. He
He
poked,
did use.
He gave it a poke.
Yeah. And then she can absorb like an entire like redonkulously like large laser blast
Yeah.
with just her bracelets,
Her little
even though it's
bracelets.
clearly bigger than the surface area of her bracelets, but she could just go like this and just absorb the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then be like fucking V trigger back at you, boom.
She's a little OP. She's kind of
Yeah.
OP in this movie.
But that's fine because she's pretty.
Also, apparently she's 200 years old in this film.
Mhm.
Is that her like?
Oh, she
canon?
looks good.
She's old.
Is that her canon age?
Yeah,
I don't
she's
remember her
supposed
being.
to be like ancient Greece sort of thing.
Yep, 200 years back when ancient Greece was around.
Whatever. Fuck you.
She said, "I've been hiding for 100 years," and then she also said, "I saw 100 years of evil." All right, she's 200 years old. Back off, Batman. She could be your grandma's grandma. It's grandma.
But Bruce is just like,
I'm gonna have a dream sequence.
Martha.
Pass me the
And
peanut.
then, oh my gosh.
Why did you say
Why
that?
would Superman? Okay, now if I'm hurt, right? Okay, say my mom's kidnapped and somebody's holding me hostage. I'm
Just
gonna go.
hypothetically.
I'm gonna go. My mom's in trouble, not Martha's in trouble, because Batman doesn't know who Martha is.
Except that he does.
You don't use.
He does know who
You
Martha
don't use
is.
your mother's first name with someone who doesn't know your mother.
He does know who Martha is.
You could have been like,
That's his
Robert's
mom.
in trouble. I need to help Robert. And Batman would be like, I don't care who Robert is.
Listen, Batman does know who Martha is. And then, in case you don't know what Batman knows, we're gonna show you 2 flashbacks that show you that Batman would know who Martha
They showed
is, who Martha is,
just
and then
so
he's
we
gonna turn
remember.
into Christian Bale Batman for
Fall
2
down the
seconds
thing.
before Lois runs over and is like, "He's a dummy. He should have just
Also,
said his mom."
Lois heard him say that from like outside the building. Like she wasn't even
She has
in the
hearing.
She wasn't even in the room, and she runs in, and Batman's just going, "Why did you say that? Why did you say that?" She has no idea what's going on. Clearly. And she goes, "Oh, it's his mom's name." Good guess, Lois.